All right, David's gonna hit the recording, and when you are ready, you can start by saying your name, and you go from there.
Hi, I'm Nina Feldman. My BBYO journey started 60 years ago when my grandmother joined the Fairfield chapter, RAM BBG. It continued 28 years later when my mom joined the other Fairfield chapter, Levine BBG. Those two chapters would merge together and create Adira BBG, my home and heart. To my past, I would not be as involved in BBYO if it weren't for my sister. Liv taught me how to have no fear within BBYO, and her advice to go up and talk to someone random has really taken me far. Even though I do have a real big sister, as the baby of Adira, I picked up a few more along the way. Sydney Feldman and Lydia Klein took me along with Liv and let me pretend that all of their friends were mine and always made me feel loved. Also, thank you to Carly Fine for being my first real regional counterpart and then later giving me the Siggy crown. Also, a shout out to Brooke Berry, Katie Schatz, and Sam Swidler, who always made Addie full of laughs and never with a dull moment. My past wouldn't be complete without giving love to all the people that made last year so much fun. Thanks to Brady and Roth, Miss Ruthie Price, and Miles Leslie for always making the most of our weekend-long conventions. And I want to express the immense amount of love I have for all of 62, especially my Levitt boys, Jeremy Young and Evan Goldblum. Now, moving on to my present. I have made so many friends along the way and could not be more happy to be able to spend the next few days with you all. Firstly, I want to appreciate the counterparts I've had along the way. Annie and Mila were repeat customers, and I couldn't have been more pleased. I also got to reconnect with Jenna Cohen and our 2 years together after a long hiatus from our preschool friendship. And Alex, I love you long time. Don't think I forgot about Miss Miranda Brod. Thanks for sticking through Adira with me. You're the absolute best. Now moving on. From Salty BBYO, I will forever love the dynamic duo of Hannah and Mal. Love you both to pieces. Also, shout out to Kevin Goldberg. Thanks for being you. 62 wouldn't have been the experience it was without Shelby Bernstein. Thanks for being my Weston buddy throughout it all. Now for all the sap. Miss Marnie, you are a ray of sunshine in this world, and I love you beyond. Miss Maya, you are beyond hilarious and have more than lived up to the title of Giz Girl. Talia Klein, my ice skating queen, you are my absolute favorite. Sammy P, Miss HBIC, you are powerful beyond belief, and I've always said I hope to grow up to be a little more like you. Alexis, bringing you into BBYO was by far one of the best decisions I made. So, my forever best friend, you know how much I love you, and I thank you for absolutely everything. You'll hear more about my love tomorrow in your state speech. Ari Schultz, thank you for being one of my first BBYO friends and sticking by me through it all. Last but not least, Bennett, I can't wait to take all of our laughs to Canada for our next 4 years at McGill. Okay, time to kind of wrap it up. My future. My gorgeous baby brother Asher is a force to be reckoned with, and I can't wait to see all he does as a Gottlieb Grizzly. My surrogate sister, Marnie Leslie, I love you beyond and am always so proud of you. Ava T, Mishley Ha, I love you to pieces. My babies, Annabelle and Miles, you are the reason BBYO is such an amazing place. I love our little trio to pieces. Levitt Boys Part 2. Zach and Jonah, you are both my favorites, and I can't wait to see your future in the region and the international order. Mr. Logan Hayden, thank you for being a great co-po this year. Hashtag Siganim wins, and shout out to the other half of the Hayden twins, Mr. Eli. The girls of Adira BBG, each and every single one of you, I love, love, love you. The Bowman sisters, you are going to kill it next year. I have no doubt in my mind. Saving the best for last, Allie Marcus, Taya Weinstein, and Campbell Leota, my favorite girls ever. Thank you so, so much for letting me be your big sister in BBYO, even though I am only 1 year older. Being friends with all of you has made the difference in my time here at BBYO. And to all the people I for sure miss, just know my heart is so full because of everyone who has crossed my path throughout my time in CVR. CVR, I know you are in the best of hands.
Thank you, Nina. And now by the power invested in me by BBYO, I hereby welcome you as a lifetime member of the International Order of the BBG. Thank you.
Yay.
Shelby, if you are still on the call, can you unmute and turn on your video, please?
I'm here. Should I start talking? Hello?
You're ready, all set.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I've already lost my voice a little bit, but I'm gonna make this quick. Okay, so thank you BBYO for not only giving me a community but family. Some of my closest relationships have been formed over these past 5 years. My first ever BBYO event was Winter Claw in 2019 at the DCP, and I've grown from a scared 8th grader to who I am now. Everyone who I've ever known in CVR has helped me grow in some way, so now I'm going to thank some of those people. I'd like to dedicate my past to my first regional friends, Dara Sadinsky and Abby Asia. You were both so willing and open to helping a confused 8th grader navigate her first convention. Sydney Molivar, my big, Liv Feldman, Nathan Durnell, who always make me smile, Sam Haas, Jake Schumer, Emma Greenberg, Nathan Sakam, Leah Jackson, the seniors on last year's board, Mira Goldstein, Avi Gore, Marcus Mann, Jeremy Young, Julia Silman, Molly Hurds, and Evan Goldblum. I couldn't have done it without you. All of you who have come before me, Jen, Jordan Kay, my first advisor, the one who inspired me to run for board, and lastly, Ellie Carter, who I look up to and is all around an amazing person. I'd like to dedicate my present to last year's board members, Nina Feldman, Sophie Citron, Sam Prizzi. I love you all so much. Thank you for making last year so amazing. Talia and Sydney, my Judah girls, you were both amazing. Ari Schultz and Sudi, I love you both. Marnie, you are genuinely the kindest person who I've ever met, and I love you so much. Hannah Hurst and Mel Siegel, the dynamic duo, love you both forever. Maya Dorkin, you were one of my first regional friends. I remember when we were both scared 8th graders, but look at how much we have grown. Ariel Levine, you are one of the funniest people I know, and I'm happy we have gotten so close this year. I know I probably have a lot of other people to thank, but I only have 5 minutes. And now I would like to dedicate my future to Jasmine Schiffman. I know you're going to go on and do amazing things for Yofi and for CVR as a whole. My Gottlieb boys, the Hayden twins and Bryce Searden, Alex Renzuzu, and everyone else. Taya Weinstein, Cece Cummings, Dana Pletter, you are amazing. Jake Davidson, Ali Marcus, Ava Tringali, and Amelia Phi Chandler. You two are the most incredible people I know. You are both going to do great things for CVR. I know it's in good hands. And lastly, all future BBYO members and Yofi members. And then a few more thanks to all of my marvelous Mazes from last year, all of the presidents this year, Yofi Board and Rabbi and B, David Weinstein for dealing with my ridiculous texts, Ali for all her help, and Joshi Coco for everything you have done over these past few years. The last person I would like to thank is Annie Moser. You are truly the best friend I could ask for. Only having become friends at IC last year, I feel like I have known you forever and could not imagine experiencing this year or the end of last year without you. Thank you for always having my back, knowing me better than I know myself, and being a hot girl who drinks juice boxes with me. I cannot even begin to express how much I love you, but I do. Everyone deserves a friend like you. Everyone deserves their Annie Moser. Lastly, some advice for future CVR members. These can be some of the best years of your life. Do not shy away from new opportunities or friends. Do not stop showing up after one bad program or a lost election. Now, some things to do. Get involved however you can, whether that be board or steering. Say hi to everyone you meet, make memories and lasting friendships. Lastly, submitted with undying love to BBG, the 62nd Regional Board, Squirt the Turtle, I am a BBG. CVR number 17 and Yofi number 5056, I forever remain Shelby Rose Bernstein.
Thank you, Shelby. And now, by the power vested in me by BBYO, I hereby welcome you as a lifetime member of the International Order of the BBG. Thank you.
I'm Alex Brunswick, and so my first event ever was kickoff in 2018, and it was like a backyard barbecue type of thing, and Marnie actually fell into a pool. And I remember being really embarrassed because everyone was already really intimidating, and then she had to it was really embarrassing, but that was the beginning. And so after that, I was a little iffy with going to programs and stuff, but Marnie kept on she was like, I want to go, it reminds me of camp, let's go. And so then I was like, okay, fine. But I feel like I got more involved during COVID, which is like really surprising. But like my first convention was online. I don't remember much from it, but I do remember it. And then the people who like really started like getting me to like start going to things was definitely Mira Goldstein and Julia Silman and Meredith Glick, who was our advisor at the time. And then like after that, I kind of like kept on going to things. And so I decided to run for board and I won Giz. And that, so shout out to my first board, which was Molly, Clara, Marnie, Amelia, Ava, and Bailey. That was like the best board ever. And then I finally started like loving BBYO after, especially after Biahad 21. And I definitely like, that's when I started to actually start making friends. Like I'm pretty sure Nina Feldman was one of my first regional friends because of Biahad. And then once like the board kept on going, I definitely took Ava and Amelia under my wing a little bit and I kind of guided them. And then I went to IC22 and that's when I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. There's so many Jews, like this is so fun. And that's also definitely when I got like, I would call like my BBYO friend group, which is Hannah, Dana, Maya, and Marnie. And I also remember the first night of IC, Annie Moser came up and she was like, oh, like, I follow you on Instagram or something, and that was, I don't know, it was like fun. And then I ran for board again, and I got it, and so shout out to board this year. And then I went to IC23, and that was really fun. So also shout out to Lily Blank from NER because that was great, and also just everyone else who's there. And I definitely want to like kind of pass my future life on to Dana Clutter and Ava Tringali because I know that they're definitely going to do a lot of great things in the future. And I also want to, oh, I felt this. And then I also, after Marnie got regional board, I definitely got a lot closer to Sam, Talia, and Ari, and like pretty much everyone has regional board now. And so I definitely I don't know, like I feel like I've just made a lot of really great friends with a lot of different people throughout my BBYO experience, and I wouldn't be happier any other way. Submitted with undying love and dedication to Aqua BBG number 124 and CVR number 17, I forever remain Alexandra Brunswick, a damn proud BBG.
By the power vested in me by BBYO, I hereby grant you life membership into the Order of the B'nai B'rith Girls. We're gonna have Miranda and Sarah next.
Okay, hi, I'm Miranda Brod. For my past, I want to thank Becca Newman. Little did I know that the first text you sent me about coming to my very first meeting would change my life forever. Saying yes to your text was one of the best decisions of my life, allowing me to meet my best friends and make the best memories. So for that text, I am forever grateful. To Liv Feldman, my first regional counterpart when I had been on board for the first time and knew next to nothing about BBYO. You showed me how to be a great leader, and more importantly, you showed me how to be loud, spunky, and my true self 100% of the time. Bela, you were such a great friend, and I'm so glad I met you at IC last year. Even though we only spent a year together, it was a year filled with laughter and fun. You've made a huge impact on my BBYO experience, making me step out of my comfort zone and love BBYO even more. Now moving on to my present. Kira, my forever friend and bestie. I am beyond glad that BBYO brought us together. You have been with me in every moment, and I wouldn't want it any other way. From #BestieEric to hallway gossip sessions to being a bit too brutally honest with each other, we've made the best memories together. To many more life updates and stories where I get sidetracked every 2 seconds and late night rants, you'll always be by my side and my best friend. Matt, I'm so beyond grateful that BBYO allowed me to meet you. You support me no matter what and are always there when I need it. I'm so glad that I've got to spend this past BBYO year with you and have so many fun memories. And thanks for giving me the aisle seat on the plane. Emily, my tofu queen. Although we met only this year, rooming with you at IC was so fun. From hanging out at Gandhi to our nightly debriefs to Risby, I'm so glad to spend so many memories with you at IC and become such great friends. There was no one else I'd rather almost die in a mosh pit with. Bryce, I met you during that song parody activity at the first in-person spring convention since COVID, and it ended up being one of my favorite memories. I'm so glad I met you because you always make me laugh, even during times when I shouldn't, and have the best time no matter what we're doing. The Tofu Tower will forever be in my heart. Lily, I'm so glad that BBYO has made us such great friends. You never fail to make me smile or take bad photos of me in the cafeteria. Thanks for always being by my side, and I know you'll kill it as regional Nasia next year. I love you forever, Madam Prince. Cece, although we still can't figure out how we met, I'm so glad we did. You're truly one of the funniest people I've ever met and always brighten the room you're in. You always know how to make me laugh, and I'm so happy we become such great friends. Logan, thank you for being such a great co and such a great friend. I know that I can always count on you to ask a question or annoy me at meetings, but still I always enjoy hanging out with you. Eli, I'm so glad that we've become such great friends. You always keep our group chats and hangouts interesting in the best way, and I know you're going to do so well on Regional 4 next year. Nina, thank you for being such a great co and my dearest sister for life. I love how we've got to grow through BBYO together, and I'll miss you so much. And now for the future. To Audrey, Emma, Natalie, and Zoe, I love seeing all your joy and excitement for BBYO grow through these past 2 years. You've already become such great leaders, and I know that the future of Adira and CVR is in good hands. To all the people I've met in BBYO, you guys have been like a second family to me, and I'm so grateful for you. And to all the freshmen and new members, don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone and talk to new people, because they might just become your new best friend. Submitted with undying love and dedication for Adira BBG number 2662 and CVR number 17, I forever remain Miranda Eve Pearl Brod, a damn proud BBG.
By the power vested in me by the International Order of the B'nai B'rith Girls, I hereby grant you life membership.
Am I good? Okay. I'm Dara Weinstein. So first off, I can't believe that my time in BBYO is almost over. The past 4.5 years have been quite the whirlwind for me. There were lots of ups and downs with a lot of people who made a difference in my life. Like most people in CVR, I started off BBYO because my older brother did it, and he had the absolute best time ever. I wanted to be just like him, and sometimes I made it my mission to do everything he did and more. But he wouldn't let me join in 8th grade. Something I didn't come to learn until my junior year, he actually told Talia Klein not to recruit me until I was in high school. He said I was not allowed to be reached out to. He finally let me sign up at the end of 8th grade, just in time to vote in chapter elections. I'd never been to a meeting before, and I was thrown into what was supposed to be elections. When I showed up to the meeting, I was welcomed with open arms from all of the Adira girls, especially Liv Feldman and Miriam Horowitz. I didn't end up being elections, but when elections actually did come around, I ended up getting nominated to be my chapter's Shomer Habri by some of the girls. After this, I immediately knew that I was meant to be here and that Adira and CVR would be my forever home. I want to start by thanking my parents for supporting me and schlepping me all over and hosting some events at our house. I couldn't have done it without you, your love, and your support. There are plenty of people who led me on my path to where I am now, and looking back, I'm so thankful for all of them and everything they did for me. I'd like to dedicate my past to everyone who helped me find my love for BBYO. Lydia Klein, Liv Feldman, Talia Lum, Becca Newman, Evan Smith, Noah Samuel Marcus, and Nathan Zakem, thank you for helping me become unapologetically me and teaching me the ways of BBYO. Dara Sadinsky, my first ever regional big, Adira's 7th board, Becca Newman, Nina Feldman, Talia Lum, Michaela Danta, Miranda Brod, Brooke Berry. You guys were the best first board I could have ever asked for. And then Adira's 8th board, Lily Bowman, Ali Marcus, Taya Weinstein, Sydney Brandt, Campbell Leota, Alexis Rosen, Sarah Levitt, and Chloe Francis. Thank you for making leading Adira so much easier and fun. Although there were plenty of rough patches between COVID and more, I would not be sitting here today if it weren't for all of my advisors and the Adira family. Emily, Jordan, Elena, and Jessica, thank you so much for putting up with me and all the other girls. Ruthie Price, my first ever regional counterpart. I could not be more thankful for you and everything that you did for me. Last but not least, Andrew Weinstein. Thank you for being my inspiration in BBYO and definitely giving me lots of advice anytime I needed help with my Nasia stuff, as well as being the reason I even joined BBYO in the first place, and sometimes the reason I stuck with it. Quick shout out goes to the DCP. I'd like to dedicate my present to the BBG's on Your Knees group chat, the Just Be Better Bennett group chat, Taylor Levy, my literal Canadian version of me. I love you so much and miss you lots. Bennett Sandberg, thanks for putting up with my loud and crazy self all the time and for going around Spring Convention 2022 and letting me take pictures on the camera. Elliot Steinberg sending me lots of pictures of your dog, who, by the way, hates me, and making countless memories with me. You know the ones I'm talking about. Mattia Malish, in both 2020 and 2021, we both got paired up for Big Little, and although we're the same age, you were the best little I could have ever asked for. Literally any international person that I met at IC 21 and 22. I wish I could spend one more IC with you all, especially Dara Stolberg, who I met this year and ended up actually taking a Dara picture with. Maya's working, you and I were always running for the same positions. Chapter Giz, Chapter Nicaea, Regional Giz. I'm so proud of you and everything that you did regionally this year. I'm so proud of you. I want to dedicate my future to Natalie Hiddleman and Zoe DeForen. I'm so glad that I brought you two into this crazy BBYO world and that you both adapted to it so well and quickly. I can't wait to see what you do for CVR as you both glow and flourish even more. Eli and Logan Hayden, you're going to hear this a lot from people, but you're my little cousins, so you're going to hear it from me. I've already watched you do amazing things and know that you two are bound to do even more great things. Although you only have 1 year left in the region, I'm sure you're going to do a lot, and I'll always be a text away if you ever need anything. Evan Zakem, just keep being you. Everyone loves you. And the rest of Adira. And lastly, my education at Towson University. To my future BBGs and Olives, keep in mind that you do not need to be on board to have a fun time and have amazing friends. It is not the end of the world if you are not on board. Stay active no matter what. I can't begin to thank BBYO for all the friends it's given me and all the memories I've made. The last 4.5 years have been beyond amazing, and I can't wait to look back on them and laugh with everyone. Submitted with undying love and dedication for Adira BBG number 2662, CVR number 17, room 1477, Just Be Better, Bennett. I forever remain Dara Rose Weinstein, a damn proud BBG.
By the power vested in me by BYO, I hereby grant you lifetime membership into the International Order of the BBGs.
Do I just start? So my name is Ari Schultz. And I am the regional Godol. Oh, sorry, wrong life. My name is Ari Sudokov. And I am currently not a board member of whatever kind. But my first BBYO meeting, I was recruited by Harrison Brod, who was the Moray at Gottlieb. And he just told me to come to a meeting, pick me up, and he brought me to the first meeting, which was we watched Airplane in the back of Noah Samuel Marcus's his backyard. And it was a movie. It was fun though. And later on I would be inducted by Noah Samuel Marcus. Beforehand, he would have us listen to an hour of In the Navy by the Village People. And I'll never forget that. What else was I gonna say? So like present, like everybody here, y'all are dope. I'm not gonna say individual names because I'm not good at names. I don't want to get anything wrong. But yeah, you guys are dope. Like future. I hope that Jack Core comes to meetings. I hope he has a good time. Evan Zakem, kind of a cool dude. Who else? Sasha Kerner. I see him at school. He's always a very kind person. Yeah. Oh, my quote. So my favorite quote is, it's not. Wait, what was it? It's nice to be important, but it's not. But it's not as. Hold up. It's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. With undying love and dedication to Gottlieb number 2196 and CVR number 17, I forever remain Aleph Ari Sudokov.
Oh, not yet.
Oh. Rewrite it.
By the power vested in me by BBYO, I hereby grant you lifetime membership into the International Order of the Olive Side of Olive. You may blow out your candle.
Yay.
What's up, y'all? Some of you may or may not know who I am, but I'm Leo. I'm from this tiny area called Fairfield. Just want to prepare you into perspective. Yes, I did write this in the gym. Yes, I should have prepared this beforehand, but yes, I do care about this. I'm dedicating my past to Noah, Sam, and Marcus. Do I really need to explain why I have to explain this? And also Nathan Zaga. Just showing up at my house so I could somehow get to the BBYO meeting other than walking on a highway and maybe getting arrested. I'll skip the small talk, like telling you some stuff that I shouldn't say. And saying how BBYO should expect to see how I do. BBYO has shown me the highs and lows, the good and bad, and has taught me some good lessons. In the past few weeks, I've been asked the question over and over again. How did BBYO impact you and impact your life, and why BBYO? So, BBYO has taken me on a roller coaster. I've been here for 5 years and have lost 8 elections, 08 and 1. You may ask, why? Why am I still here after 8 losses? But there's more than just that. I got into BBYO because I wanted to be with people who are like me and who understand the struggles and challenges that come along with being Jewish, also 3rd generation. It made it a spot where I felt comfortable to be me and not be known as the Jewish kid. I then tried over and over for elections, but never won. I somehow got 3 positions, whoever gave me those, but 2 of them just because I was being me. I also asked, why not leave? Why am I not leaving after the 4th or 5th or 6th or 7th loss? But it comes back to the reason why I joined BBYO. It's a place for being you. And I never felt that I wasn't me in BBYO. One may say after all those losses, you should just quit. But I realized over the years, you don't need a position to lead. I have steered 5 regional conventions and 2 international and won many things. But for the first time ever that I can say, I'm leaving the country for BBYO and BBYO alone. Getting a call 3 days ago that I'm leaving for the Balkans for a week and a half to be their ambassador. BBYO has also taught me that when you go into something, prepare to lose, but go into it with a mindset that you're going to win. And yes, that's confusing. I still don't understand this. If you go into something with high expectations and then got shot down, it hurts. For anything, you have to take into account how strong your mental health has to be. Stick with something after losing. For me in BBYO, I've also found that it doesn't matter the number of times you lose, but the number of losses will count to how hard you build from it. I have built from this by trying to help everyone and anyone that has been having a position, like maybe some of these kids around here. There have been points for me in BBYO that have shaped me and why I'm still standing here. I could talk about that anti-Semitism totally brought me here, but there's definitely stories that can tell me why I'm still here. But there's more than just that. I felt that BBYO was a safe place for me. One story that I can somewhat share here is that over the past summer, I went on full Perlman's, and it was the best time of my life. Whilst there, I met kids from all over the world, all the way from this tiny area called Serbia or Argentina, and more. I got to learn meaningful information there and attempt to learn their language. But that's just not what the story is about. A lot happened there, and lots of it for certain reasons. Some may or may not know what really happened, but one thing I learned from that is that you just got to be yourself and sit there and not drown yourself in what has or has not happened. After those losses, I said to myself, yes, would it have been nice to win a position? But my successor will do a great job. And that message stands. In a way, I'm saying that the losses for me may have just been a win in disguise. It shows that bad comes from good, just like life. When you lose, it's for a reason, and you might not know for a while. Yes, I lost 8 positions, but shit don't drag me down. Sorry. Didn't mean to say that. I have so many stories and memories with BBYO and BBYO friends that will stay and be with me for my entire life. Another lesson that I learned is that you gotta just take life 1 foot at a time. But life comes at you quickly. Just take baby steps. Take one day by day, because people do go day by day. Some people I would like to mention are actually the kid sitting next to me, Ari Schultz. Some man I know. I've known Ari as long as I can remember. Maybe superior Ari. But me and Ari have been through a lot, and I could say it's my past and my present. But Ari, I can rant on how many times we've been together and all the pictures I do have and don't have, but that will stay. The guys back at ILTC, Dorm 3, Cheese Patrol. Alec, I'm not gonna try to say your full name. It's like 20 letters long. My future to Ava Tringali, I've heard what you're gonna do, and I want to see where it goes. David Sternfeld. Kaggs, who let you be? And my homies back in RMR, Levi Nitai, please don't burn down the mountain. With an undying love and dedication, CVR number 17, full permit number 23, and all these other people, and CVR number 17, I forever remain Leo William Kaggs, a proud Golly member.
By the power vested in me by BBYO, hereby grant you lifetime membership into the International Order of the Allison Mitch.
Okay, hi, I'm Pi Foster. So BBYO has honestly changed my life. Although I have only been in it for less than 2 years, I have learned so many life skills and made friends that will last a lifetime. To everyone sitting in this room, each one of you have not only become some of my best friends, but you've shown me how to be a leader and how to be a role model. Without you, BBYO would not have been the same. Talia, without you, I wouldn't have even been in BBYO. I've known you since I was about 8 years old. Even though you were younger than me, I looked up to you because you had the confidence that I wish I had had. You were always there for me no matter what, and you've never failed to give me a good laugh. You even took it upon yourself to make an entire iMovie of me in a melting pot while I was eating in 2016 at a team dinner, and left it there for me to find later that night. At that moment, I could not have loved you more. Just your very presence gives me brings a smile on my face, and you have even successfully made me laugh so hard during a synchro program that I collapsed, and then get its turn talking to by Gina. Talia Fine, I'm going to miss you so more than words can express. I literally don't know how I can survive without you by my side. Annie, you are one of the funniest people I've ever met, and when I'm upset, I know I can always count on you to give me a good laugh. We don't even have to be talking. All we have to do is look at each other, and we're laughing so hard we can hardly breathe. You're one of the strongest people I've ever met. Your leadership skills are honestly insane, and I admire you so much for that. I cannot wait to spend the next 4 years with you, and I'm so excited to see what the future holds. Sydney, I have personally never met someone with energy so identical to mine. It's honestly like we're on the same wavelength. It's sometimes that frightens me, but it also means that we work perfectly together. The first time we met, Talia introduced you to me as a straight version of me, and that has never been so right. If I'm laughing, you're laughing. If I'm dancing, you're dancing. Most of my favorite memories from BBYO are with you. You're one of my best friends, and I will never forget you. I cannot express how much I will miss you next year. You're also an amazing. You're also another amazing leader and influence, and you have given our chapter more than anyone could have ever asked for. Sydney K. Gluck, I love you to the moon and back. Please make sure to visit Annie, Marnie, and I in Delaware. I don't know how long I can last without my twins. Damn, I have honestly learned so much from you. I've learned how to be resilient and how to push through even when things get hard. Even though we don't see each other much, I love you more than words can explain. You've been there for me through so much, and have stood up, and have even stood up for me when I thought no one else would. I'm going to miss you so much next year, and truly don't know what I'll do without you. Maya, I honestly think I would have simply died without you by my side this year. You have helped me so much, and I will always be forever grateful for that. But beyond being my counterpart, you have been an amazing friend. You're honestly one of the sweetest people I've ever met, and I'm going to miss you so much next year. Angie, you're honestly one of the strongest, smartest, and most creative people I know. When I first met you, I looked up to you as someone who I'd wanted to be like someday. I truly don't know what I would have done without you these past 2 years. You have always made sure to look out for me, and I will always be so incredibly grateful for that. Angie, I'm going to miss you so much next year, and I don't know what I'm going to do without you. My advisors, Sydney and Griffin, without you, I would have been swimming in unfinished shook right now. The dedication to helping our chapter is honestly so admirable. Beyond BBYO, you have always been there for us. You guys have always been someone I know I can talk to, and I will miss both of you immensely. These are only a small amount of the people who have made BBYO BBYO. To every single person in this room, I'm going to miss you so much, and I honestly think that the thing I will miss most about this organization is all of the friendships I have made in the short amount of time that I have been here. To my sister, Sydney Foster, my favorite freshman in Mr. Bryce's class, Talia Klein, Eden Citron, and so many more, I have one piece of advice for you for the upcoming years. Although this is cheesy, never blink. Your time here will go by faster than you think, and you'll never want to give it up, so make the most of it. For the last time ever, submitted with undying love and dedication to CVR number 17, my 63rd regional bit mommy. Flying cards, the straight version of the hypnotism, arts and crafts sessions with the Fosters, and Jada BBYO number 5395. I forever remain Ty Rose Foster, a damn proud BBG.
By the power vested in me by BBYO, I hereby grace you lifetime membership into the BBG.
You know, you were gonna start laughing, but I didn't know it was gonna be like that.
I can just stop talking.
Okay, yeah,
Sorry, no, it's a smile. You have to impress the camera and fan. I don't think you got the message today.
Sorry.
Every experience I have had in BBYO has led me to this moment. I always heard that as a senior, I get to give life, but little did I know that my time in BBYO go by so quickly. My past is dedicated to Sadie Kriegler, Marcus Mann, and Sydney Molliver. I joined BBYO just like everyone else. I was asked by people from Greenwich to join, and I went to my first program. I don't even remember what the program was, but I was instantly hooked. I knew that true to BBYO was the place for me. On November 24th, 2019, a week after my first program, I officially became a member of the best chapter in CVR, true to BBYO number 5395. Fast forward to Winter Kala 2020, my first ever convention. This was what officially got me hooked into BBYO. Freshman and Sadie, late night conversations with Sam and Cindy. Does anyone have a banana? If you know, you know. One crazy weekend, I was now a lifetime member of BBYO. After my freshman year, I did not run for a chapter board position, but I was in luck because I was nominated into the position of Case 48. For the year of 2020-2021, I got us out of debt, which was amazing. And I was thankful for the opportunities that being kids gave me. Your first in-person convention after more than a year was Spring Convention 2021. I remember seeing all the seniors, including my brother, saying goodbye to each other at the convention, and always thought, I had so much time, but where has it all gone? Here we are, I'm sitting in front of you all, giving my life at our last convention altogether. And now flash forward to 2021 to 2022 programming year. I was so lucky and honored to be elected true to BBYO's Nicaea. Shout out to the board, Talia, Nicole, Sydney, Angie, and Gabe. I couldn't have done it all without you. Although I did not stay as Nicaea this year, there's no one I would rather be my successor than Sydney has been extraordinary and has led Judah to do incredible things. I am so proud of you every single day. I've had so much fun this year being Judah's mouse. I'm so happy to work alongside all these amazing people on our board, Sydney, Kai, Angie, Ilan, and Gabe. I love you all so incredibly much. And of course, who can forget about Judah's astonishing advisors, Cindy Griffin and Rabbi Kevin, of course. You both put so much work into helping us run Judah. Everything would fall apart if it wasn't for your constant support. If I have a problem or need to rant about something related to BBYO or not, I always know I can come to you both for advice and help. I really don't know what I'm going to do without all of you next year. And everyone else around the room and on Zoom, you are the reason that I come to BBYO and love it so much. The friendships I have made over the past 4 years will last a lifetime, and I will always cherish you all. I know that I've already said this, but I can't believe that this weekend is our last convention altogether. I really can't believe we're at the end. Thank you all for making BBYO what it is. Final present shout out to Shelby Bernstein. You are my person. I can't believe I've only known you since IC 2022. It feels like I've known you forever. I don't know what I would do without you by my side this past year. You are a lifetime friends. Now finally my future, Bella, Isabel, Lexi, Elon, Julia, Eden, and so many more. I dedicate this part to you. Please get active in the chapter and throughout the region and international order. Before you know it, your time at BBYO will be up and you're going to regret not being active. Go out of your way to talk to random people at conventions and chapter meetings, because little do you know that these people can become some of your best friends. For the last time ever, submitted with undying love to CVR number 17, bananas, flying cards, hugging with our feet, juice boxes, and Judah BBYO number 5395, I forever remain Annie Moser, a damn proud BBG.
By the power vested in me by BBYO, I hereby grant you lifetime membership into the B'nai B'rith Girl.
You're done. Okay, here we go. Judah. 7 people up here. Am I? Do I go? Oh, okay. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Sydney Faith Block. I'm the CEO of Judah BBYO number 5395, or better known as the girl who was hypnotized at Spirit Convention last night. Before I begin, I'd like to clarify, yes, it was real. And so the fact that we're growing up. If freshman me saw who I'd become now, she'd be shocked. This organization has given me the biggest privilege of giving me the room to flourish and become the leader and person I've always wanted to be. I first joined BBYO in 2019 as a way, thanks to Sophie Citron, as a way to find more familiar faces in the hallway of my high school and to add an extracurricular to my college application. I wanted to be just like Sadie Kriegler, the Messiah who gave a similar speech to mine. She told us to make the most out of this organization. As soon as we all know it, we'll be here, in front of our best friends, all in this room, together for the last time, giving Senior Life. So here I am, in front of you all, hoping that for one last time, I can ensure that I leave it behind a legacy like my BBYO past, one that will make Judah BBYO and all of CVR proud. But I can't do it without giving recognition to Sadie Kriegler, Marcus Mann, Sydney Molliver, and my former advisor, Rabbi Chaya Bender, who is now continuing her great work in North Carolina. Whether they realize it or not, they helped me boost my confidence both in and out of BBYO and helped me prepare to caucus for my first role as mid-mom as COVID struck. I think that was the moment where I was really pushed my limits because I had a really hard time talking to other people out and being out of my comfort zone. And I was able to do that. I was apprehensive at the idea that genuinely anyone can be your friend. Anyone can make a difference. It's ironically enough, this is how I met Talia. I was on my way to introduce myself to her, doing my mid-mom duties, and she actually just walked up to me first instead. And so introduced me and said, "Hi, I'm Talia, and I want more Jewish friends." And since then, she's been by my side for everything, everywhere, all the time. Even when I don't ask for it, she knows I need it, and I don't know where I'd be without you, Talia. So, I'd also like to continue with my president, Samantha Cohen, my first regional friend. I won't let you forget it. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'd also like to thank Kai Foster. Now I feel okay saying it because I didn't know if it was bad or not, but the gay version of I think it's true. Like, I've never met anyone who's so much like me and you're gonna do amazing things. And I'm so incredibly proud of you. Same goes for Annie Moser. There was no one else I would rather be as your successor. Thank you for teaching me how to lead and how to be an amazing Messiah, because I wouldn't be able to do this. And also shout out to Angie Fogarty who came in here, Nicole Orlovsky, also on my first chapter friends, and I'm so happy to be with those friends. Also to Will Herkus, who can't be here today, although you're in Michigan. I can't thank you enough for all of the car rides and FaceTimes and everything. And shout out to Mel Siegel as well. I'm so happy that roommate and that we got this name with Hannah Herbst. I'd like to thank Sophie for reaching out to me and letting me join. Eve Costin, who I've known since preschool. Thank you for simplifying all these space, and same with Kate.
I'd also like to thank my advisors, City Feldman, Griffin Brakel, and Robert Kevin Phoenix. I wouldn't be in person without you today. Thank you for standing by me for everything that I've ever needed. And there will never be anyone like you guys. You've just been so amazing. Also to my co-hosts, Ariel Levine, Shelby Bernstein, Ari Schultz, and also for people on regional board, Maya Dorkin, Marnie Elizabeth, and also not on regional, but Hannah Mervyn. As for my future, Sawyer Price, I'm so happy we got so close. 4 of us, me, Will, Talia, many more FaceTimes and fun memories. You're gonna kill it as Brad next year. Lily Bowman, Amelia Fitchlander, Eli Hayden, thanks for always making me laugh. Eli Ratner, Emerson K, and to everyone coming up in Judah, Cindy Foster, Lexi Fields, Sophie Citron, Alana Morrow, Shayna Jampole, Anna Sanders, Julia Kahn, and everyone else. Here I am in front of you for the last time with tears in my eyes, quite literally, even before this speech started. Hoping that you take Sadie and Iceberg stuff on to make the most out of this, because as soon as you know it, it will slip through your fingers. With undying love and dedication for CVR number 17, anxiety personified, Beyonce hypnosis, my 63rd regional knit mommy, the potato food trust. Does anyone have a banana? Ben Platt, and hi, my name is Sydney Flock. I have severe gluten allergy. Please be careful to cross the camping. Thank you. I forever remain Sydney Faye Flock, a damn flocking crowd.
By the power vested in me by BBYO, I hereby grant you lifetime membership into the B'nai B'rith Girl. We'll give it more.
Thanks, guys. It's been real. I want to thank Kevin Goldberg. I want to thank Kevin Goldberg. My band. My band. That's it.
Okay, I'm ready.
Oh, it's done.
Okay. I know I wasn't gonna cry, but I already cried when Cindy started talking. So, my first VIO meeting was the first meeting of the year when I was an 8th grader. It was at Sadie Kriegler's house. This made me turn a lot tonight for good reason. And that made me want to stay and made me want to keep coming back. And that was the start of an amazing journey that I'm sad is ending, but I'm so glad it's happened. I joined VIO in that 8th grade, as I said, and I got to watch induction, that my first ever winter claw, and then experiencing life in 8th grade, listening to Senior Life and hearing Kayla Weiss and Evie Wolpo and Alex Manning give their lives. I was like, I want to do this one day, and I want to have the memories they're talking about, the experiences they've had, the way they talked about VIO, make me realize something bigger than myself, or bigger than anyone. And I want to dedicate my past to Sadie Kriegler, who was the first board president I ever worked with, one of the most amazing people that I ever got the chance to cross paths with. She was one of the first people who welcomed me into VIO when she was my mommy. And she was there every single time I had a 4 a.m. text or about an anxiety, or I just wanted a question about life or anything. And she truly inspired me to be a bigger part of VIO. And she gave me advice that she got at her first 8th grade meeting, which is that you get out of VIO what you put into it. And I know that that sounds so simple, but it really has guided a lot of my VIO experience and pushed me to take on challenges and opportunities early on at VIO that I might not have otherwise, like steering. So I want to shout out Nathan Siegel for encouraging me to do that. I was at an 8th grade program with my first spring convention, and he said, "You see that pile of Legos over there? I'm in steering, and I planned that, and that part of the program got cut. But that made me want to be in steering so I could get to plan conventions." And at Biaka that year, I went up to Jen and I said, "Hey, when did the steering app come out?" And she said, "In 4 months." But getting to do that and work with so many amazing upperclassmen was super fun. So
just to more people I want to shout out for my past are Ellie Carter, who's one of the kindest people ever and a great advice giver. Sheer Man, one of the most iconic logistics coordinators. Marcus Mann, who help where help is needed. My big Emma Holberg and the wonderful Sydney Bolivar. Fast forward to Winter Convention 2020 and getting inducted and looking for a lot of bananas. That night was probably one of the nights I laughed the absolute hardest in my life with Annie and Sydney and Sam and other Sydney and Sadie Gray Kriegler. And getting inducted really made me feel like I was part of something bigger, and getting that red book was one of like my happiest moments. Serving on board when I was a freshman really taught me a lot, and although it ended up being COVID, virtual programming really helped me a lot. I moved to Greenwich when I was in 9th grade, and I didn't know anyone, and getting to see people who I know in the hallways and waving to them was so meaningful. And I knew that I always had somewhere to go on Tuesday night on Zoom, or I would be able to talk about meatballs for breakfast on CVR regional program. No, it made absolutely no sense. I want to shout out everyone that made my ILTC experience really good in 2021. I'm gonna fast forward to that year. But Yakad was one of those amazing experiences, and Coffee too. I'm so glad that I got to meet a lot of amazing regional people after COVID, after everything got shut down, and that we revitalized the region. I wanted to shout out my president to everyone that I served on board with, specifically last year, Annie, Sydney, Angie, Talia, and Gabe. That was one of the greatest experiences that all of us that joined as freshmen or as sophomores got to grow up together and serve together, and watching all of you guys grow and flourish and find your own BYO experiences and meaning in those has given me a lot of joy. Also shout out to Sophie Citron, who was one of the first people I served on board with, and one of the first people I ever met at a Judah board meeting. Sam was just one of my first ever regional friends who I remember just always hang out with you on Zoom, like packing for ILTC together. Really making like FaceTimes on regional progress. I'm having the absolute best time, and I'm so proud of everything you've done, because when you told me you were gonna do it in sophomore freshman year, I honestly believed you, and I'm so proud that you really just went after it. I want to shout out. I'll get to my future, I guess, on this time, but all the amazing freshmen in our chapter. I'm so proud. I know that we have a really big senior class graduating, but I really think that we're in such good hands. And I want to shout out Julia and Alana, who are amazing sophomores. I'm probably gonna miss some people's names, but I'm trying to think Ian and Sydney Foster and some other people I'm definitely forgetting. I'm sorry. I want to thank our awesome advisors, Kaya, Marco, Ezra, Griffin, and Cindy, Kev Dog, can't forget Kev Dog. I really appreciate you all and my parents, and I want to thank Josh Cohen, because I really miss you responding to all my Facebook messages. I remember sitting in my internship office in July messaging you about goat yoga. And you have just been always like really nice and supportive, even like at my personal crossroads, like just messaging you a lot. And I think you're one of this region's best assets, and I know that's in really good hands. And everyone who's watching this, I urge you to take St. Lee Creeper's words, which are to put into BYO whatever you can, and you're gonna get a lot out of it. Submitted with undying love and dedication to Judah BYO number 5395, CVR number 17. The International Order of the Neighborhood Girls, I forever remain, Nicole Julia Orlowski, East Downtown.
By the power vested in me by BBYO, I hereby grant you lifetime membership into the neighborhood girls.
So this is completely unscripted. This is probably not going to go well, but I went to my first convention. I think it was fall 2019. I had a lot of friends there. Garrett was there. Mel was there. Maddie was there. A bunch of people were there. None of them returned. I had, besides Mel, I had very few friends at BBYO. Happily, I made some new ones. So thanks, Kevin, Spencer. You guys are real ones. And thanks to Sydney for practically dragging me to every event the last 2 years. I do appreciate it. Contrary to popular belief, I do somewhat enjoy events. Yeah, but yeah, that's it basically. So yeah, cool.
Nice job, dude.
By the power vested in me by BBYO, I hereby grant you lifetime membership into the International Order of the Allison Mitch. Grammy.
All right.
Hi, I'm Elliot. I want to thank my past to my brother Jake, who got me into BYO. I also want to thank Joshua Marcus Pinsky, Zach Silverpreston, Eitan Ehrlich, Max Kirshen, Colby No. Thank you for showing me what a successful board is and also what an unsuccessful board is. Looks like. I want to thank my first account partner, Simon Flaherty. Thank you for being my first account partner. I was always able to reach out to you either when I needed help in BYO or to talk about wrestling. I was also want to reach shout out to a couple of old advisors. Eli Cussing, he was been my advisor all in BYO. And thank you for him and Maddie Sean, who suggested me to run for Giz my first year. My president, I want to shout out Tori, Mateo, Leo. Thank you for helping being friends with me. Spring convention 2019. I was in 8th grade. We were at an 8th grade meeting. I brought a crayon. It was broken in half. The program was we had to pick a crayon and find the partner of the crayon. The person I found was Bennett. Back then I was shy, Bennett's shy. Bennett was a bit annoyed that I was a little bit more shy than he was because he had to do more work then. A couple years later, me and Bennett are rooming again. Thank you, Bennett. I also want to shout out to Will Herricks, who isn't here, but over the summer we went to Israel together. I didn't know anyone going on my trip because I want to go alone. But knowing that Will was there, it was very meaningful to have him. I want to shout out to Dara. Let's talk about what really happened in the last year's election with Dara and I. Well, I don't really want to get into that. In the future, I hope Nadav can get back on the right foot and be the biggest chapter in the region. I want to encourage you. I want to encourage you to take advantage of all this that this incredible organization has to offer. Participate in leadership development programs, attend regional and international events, and get involved in planning events that would bring us together as a community. I want to be remembered as someone who is kind, passionate, and always willing to lend a helping hand. With undying love and dedication, to Nadav is number 10, one of the salamanders, I remain Elliot Steinberg.
By the power vested in me by BBYO, I hereby grant you lifetime membership into the Grand Order of the Allison Mitch.
Okay, so I want to start by saying, yes, I am alive. I am still a member. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Ella. The past 5 years have been a roller coaster to say the least. I started BBYO with my sister. It was the only way for us to bond, and it was the first time I saw someone give life was her at her last convention and my first. And now this is my last one. She gave me her present and future. Into that, I give her my past. She has had a lasting impact on me, and as we both come to graduate, I hope the rumors are true and we start to get closer. I'd also like to dedicate my past to Paul Sandberg, Ethan Burnell, Jake Schumer, and Evan Wexler for helping me fall in love with BBYO. Also, Sarah Milner, Abby Asia, and Ellie Carter for being my first regional big friends, and guided me through BBYO without my sister. Also, Isabel Griffith, she got me through COVID BBYO years. She was truly an amazing friend. I am forever grateful for that friendship. I dedicate my whole BBYO present to Bennett Sandberg. I owe this man my life. He has been my friend since preschool. We went together in the same building we now attend BBYO meetings in. I will miss you in college. Best of luck at McGill. Well, looking to my left and right, well, now the forward, I see the same two girls who I sat next to while my sister gave life, Sophie Citron and Nicole. Thank you for being there for me, Nicole, and Sophie, thank you for being a true friend and for sticking with me. Thank you, Sam, for answering all my annoying texts this week. I am beyond proud of you and can't wait to see what you do. I dedicate my future to Mila Dittman. Good luck to everything you do. Never stop loving everything. Never stop being you. Also, all of No Post future members, never stop attending meetings, never give up on BBYO because it will pay you back in the most amazing ways possible. I'd also like to thank my parents. Thank you for everything you've done, every meeting you've driven me to for the endless support. Most importantly, again, thank you, Bennett. And Jerry Klein, you have helped me fall in love with this. To anyone listening to this, enjoy every moment because it's gone before you know it. Put your blood, sweat, and literal tears into this, and it will give you everything back. Finally, submitting with undying love and dedication to NoPo number 5299, CVR number 17. I forever remain and damn proud of you.
By the power vested in me by BBYO, I hereby grant you a lifetime membership into the B'nai B'rith Girl.
Okay, so my BBYO experience started with Casey Goldberg in 8th grade. At the Goldbergs kickoff, I came in scared and was forced by my mom to come and tried it and honestly sort of hated it. But I tried again, and over time, I started to kind of like it without realizing. As Casey became a senior, along with the other older Salty members, the Richmond twins and Sophia Fettis, I realized how much I enjoyed hanging out at Salty events and looked up to them as role models. Skip forward for a few years and I'm on board. Shout out to my counterpart, Jenna Zamkov, who answered all my questions about BBYO. And then I started attending conventions and never stopped. Last year, my fave chapter was obviously Nadav, aka Raph, Jake, and of course Brady. This past could not be complete without Molly Hall and Grace Winokur, the girls who warned me about the college process and let me know the dress code for the prom when Brady had no clue. Can't wait to join Grace at Wisco and follow her around like a tour guide. Okay, so now on to the present. I have a bunch of people to talk about, so bear with me. Okay, present, Mel Siegel, for being my everything. Basically, twin, soulmate, we share a brain. I love our nonstop talks. Like, I actually don't know what I would do without you. We make a lot of different theories about Jewish boys. And we rant about our procrastination a lot. Again, we share a brain, so it's pretty easy to talk to her. You are the social twin who makes all my BBYO friends for me, so I don't actually have to, and I wouldn't really be here without you. And then Ellie has been with me since 3rd grade, and recently we tried to teach 4th grade together, Hebrew school. She stuck with it. I quit and did kindergarten because I don't like Hebrew school. Okay, and then the other seniors with me, Cordelia, Elise, newest Caleb, and of course Kevin. Okay, and my advisor Caroline, who's basically Salty's mom, I love her, and of course Hannah Herbst, my name twin, and Big Ten buddy, who always puts a smile on my face. Both Ari's, Ari Schultz for deciding my name was HMS, and Sudie for playing the alphabet game on the bus with me to the Dallas Cowboys. Maya and Nina for boat days where we spill drama and hang out all day. Kai and Sydney for being the funniest roommates and perfect match for me and Mel. Sophie Citron for being my roommate tonight, and the girl who I first met at the online dance class, dancing to Levitating. Marnie, my lovely counterpart, and her twin Alex, who listened to my whole roommate process this afternoon. Sam, who made the Salty Kickoff party so much more fun this year. And Talia for being on FaceTime with my sister Sophie every time I want to go steal her clothes, and I have to wait because I hear her laughing talking to you. And mentioning Soph now, I want to dedicate my future to my sister Sophie. You probably know her as the more funny and involved sister. I hope she passes Salty down to our little sister Livy, because I always start the revenge trends, let's just be real. Then I want to mention Annabelle, the funniest person I've ever met. My day one since day camp at Laurelwood. I can't wait to see what you do next year on regional board. Also to Ava and Amelia, who made Dallas Cowboys training facility actually interesting to me. And I know you're going to do amazing things. Also to Lily Bowman, who is always amazing and down for IC chats. Okay, next, of course, Miles, my bestie, who has been my best friend since he sang on the floor of the elevator last year. And then next to my salty baby, Mimi. And I know she's gonna lead Salty to a better future, and so is everyone in the chapter. Okay, so all these people have shaped my BBYO experience in one way or another and helped me grow from the scared freshman I was to the happy BBYO senior I am today. Submitted with undying love and dedication for Salty number 5002, I forever remain Hannah Moran Chef, damn proud BBG.
By the power vested in me by BBYO, I hereby grant you lifetime membership to the Renee Briscoe.
Okay.
International order.
Okay. Hi guys, so I'm Mel. If you don't know me, you know I do everything like at the most last minute possible. So I hope I don't forget anyone, but I love everybody so much. But so basically my BBYO journey kind of started when I was 10, looking up to all the counselors parading around Laurelwood in their BBYO swag, and they told me the letters were the name of a Jewish organization for high schoolers. And from then, all I wanted was to be cool like them and be a part of it. But I really had no idea how those 4 letters on a t-shirt would change my life. So I got ding dong ditched in 8th grade, and at the door was my invite to Salty Kickoff. I was horrified being with all upperclassmen, and I don't know why I kept coming back, but I'm so glad I did. Casey Goldberg encouraged me to run Mitt Mom at the end of 8th grade and dragged me to my first convention in fall 2019. Without that encouragement from Casey, I don't know if I would have gone, and my BBYO experience as I know it would not be the same. She was such an amazing role model to me and guided me to fall in love with Salty and keep carrying on what we had. So my past, thank you to Casey and all the other TBT kids in her class, all of my Yalty people, Hana, Bela, Ethan, Simone, my regional counterparts. There's Abby Asia, who taught me what BBG was stood for. I should probably not have been Mid-Bomb, not knowing that. And then Ellie Carter, who guided me through all the Zoom chaos. Mira, who always makes me smile and encouraged me to get more involved. Both here and at Laurelwood. So all the Laurelwood people too, like Jacob Levy, Shayna, Sydney, Jake Steinberg, Julia Silman, especially for the Laurelwood Girl CVR Toy Story shirt that I feel so love to just keep passing it on. And of course, Raph. And speaking of Raph, all of Daft Punk PCA. So Jake and Brady too, Colby, everyone, all of these people have helped me fall in love with BBYO and find my place here. And my experience would not be the same without them. So to my present, thank you for giving me the most special 5 years I could have asked for. Salty Board, thank you for putting up with my Michigoffs and helping me grow. 4 boards later, and boy, have I learned so much from you all. I love you guys forever. Thank you to all the Salty seniors for going up with me and being the best. Elise, love you. Caleb, thanks for coming back around. Kevin, the lone olive. Since day one, you know, you've been there, stuck around, taught me how to be strong. No matter how much I hate you, always hold a special place in my life. Ellie, my day one, thank you for being a constant support and smile. For coming to programs with me always and being my security blanket. I love you, bombs. The Laurelwood gang, Dara, Gabe, Egg Boy, love you. Clara, Thank you for stepping out of our comfort zones together and going to talk to people with me, but we were so scared to make new friends at like that weird spring half convention thing. Maggie and Anna for staying by my side after we were traumatized by IC last year. Not more needs to be said. My virtual roomies, number 1258, we were shoved on a Zoom together, but we became immediate friends and they were my rocks through COVID. Ava Greenberg, Rachel Kaufman, Nora Levy, Ricky Seaman, Sam Merlo, Maya Schlager. I love you guys so much. And all my regional friends I love to the moon and back. Thank you to all of the presidents. You guys are all the best leaders and support systems. Sammy Key for always supporting me and making me smile. You inspire me daily. Ari, love ya. And Sugi, love you too. Hannah Herb's lunch is so much better with you there. Of course, the dynamic duo, Sophie and Nina. Maya, the Brunswick gals, Bailey, Talia, Sydney, my twin. So excited to do the next 4 with you. Hi, everybody. I love all of you guys. Caroline is the best advisor ever. She inspires me so much. And thank you for always having my back and showing me the ropes. You always get it. I don't want to leave 2nd grade teaching with you, but and then Hannah Merv, my soulmate, never related to someone more than you. We have the same brain. I will cherish our theories and 5 a.m. convention chats and chaotic decision making forever. You make me laugh till I'm on the floor. I love you with my whole entire heart, Hannah. You make my BBYO. CVR seniors, I love you all so much. Thank you for making these the best 5 years. And then my future, I can't wait to see what BBYO holds for all of my babies. I want everyone to embrace all that comes their way. It hurts to let go of Salty that I've held close for so long, but I cannot imagine people better to pass it on to. Annabelle, I'm so proud of you. Words cannot begin to describe. You're going to do amazing on artwork. Sophie Mervine, the Mervine Shift fam is just too good, really. I can't wait to watch your BBYO journey unfold. You're amazing. Being Amelia Lily, I can't wait to see you thrive. Mimi, you're growing into it so amazing, and you're here steering. It's just crazy. Miles, my baby, I love you so much. Yeah. So BBYO, thank you for everything. Submitted with undying love for Templeback Tickle Salty BBYO number 5002, CVR number 17, and the meaningful friendships, lessons, and experience I have endured and will cherish forever. I forever remain Melanie Sage Siegel, damn proud BBT for life.
By the power vested in me by BBYO, I hereby grant you lifetime membership into the International Order of the B'nai Girl.
This can't be part of my time if it's started already.
That's loud.
Okay, I would just like to start my life with thanking everyone here right now. I know this sounds super cheesy, but looking around and seeing you all here and how great of an impact you've all made on my life these past 3 years is greater than I could ever imagine putting into words. So I just want to thank you all for the most amazing, fun, and special years in BBYO. If you had asked me freshman year what I knew or thought about BBYO, I would have told you as a Hampton Hall kid, BBYO, that's just for Amity kids. Why would I do that? I don't fit in that environment. Now, this was beside the point that past STA President Rachel Levine and Sam Haas made it their active mission to text me more frequently than I would have liked to try to get me to come to a meeting during prime COVID time. Then Ava Gross and Michelle Gretz-Sandler took over that pointless task, and I still didn't respond. Thinking back on myself then, I wish more than anything I joined this community as soon as I got the chance to. This is why I encourage all of our STA members to get involved as soon as possible. My big BBYO debut was in my room on a random Thursday night on a Zoom meeting. I was greeted with Nancy's smiling face and warmth from all of those seniors like Rachel, Sam, Aaliyah, and all of the STA members at that time. Also, a big shout out to Mira Goldstein, who also was part of my involvement in BBYO, and I just ran into in this room. Without all these people, I would have never been where I am today, and I thank them for that. I dedicate my past to all of those people who were a huge part of my integration into BBYO. Now I'd like to move into my present. I want to first start with my fellow presidents this year, Sam, Ariel, Sid, Will, Amelia, Lily, Eli, Shelby, Bennett, Emerson, Allie, Jenna. All of you have taught and shown me how to be a good Nasia when I was nervous. I wouldn't be able to do it and without you guys, and you provided me with endless support always. Next up, my Dworkin, my. Thank you for continuing to support me and being my right-hand man and best friend. Your ability to connect everyone and make everyone around you comfortable is contagious. You were one of my first friends I made in BBYO, and I'm truly, truly proud to be your successor as SCA's Nicia. Thank you for all the memories, and I will miss you so much. Next, I want to give a very special shout out to SCA's board this year. Mila, Dane, my Mint Mommy, my wonderful Moz, Kira. Whenever I see a cow, I will forever think of you. Emily, my incredible Shlicha. You are my successor as Shli, and I am so glad you are. Tori, our wonderful Biz. Last but certainly not least is Mattia, my outstanding Ozera. Even though you pretend not to like me and won't let me give you hugs, I love you and will miss you dearly, and it has truly been an honor to get to know you. Now, some more of my special shout outs to some more of my friends. Mel, you are truly a ray of sunshine for everyone. You have never failed to make anyone laugh or have a good time. You will forever be my convention buddy, and I will always look for you in a crowded room. Alex, meeting you at IC was such a life-changing thing for me, and I'm so grateful for our friendship and all of the fun times we've had. Maren, I love you to death, and you so quickly became one of my best friends. You, me, and Alex forever at frat parties. And long live the moldy orange. Talia, we clicked ever since that first senior song circle where we died over the song leader singing about the garden and the flood. Since then, everything is history. Hannah Murphy, another salty queen. I love you. Ellie, of course, who I've known a while. I love all of you and I'm forever grateful for meeting all of you. Miles, my prom date, I love you. You're one of the funniest people I have ever met, and I'm truly lucky to be your friend. Sam Prizzy, I love you, queen. You are genuinely my role model, and I love you to death. You will forever inspire me. BBYO passport programs also changed my life. All of my friends from Israel and Italy who have made me a better person and given me some of the best experience of my life. Jesse, Ben, Sam, Chelsea, Abigail, I go on and on. Debbie, Rachel, and Becca, thank you for being the best advisors ever, always there to support me and make our chapter run smoothly. Caroline, Salty's advisor, who I see every day at school, love you. You have been the best, even to our chapter. Josh and David, even though you're difficult sometimes, thank you both for everything. Truly, I will miss you. And thank you, Allie, for all of your help this year. You've been amazing. I would like to dedicate my future to a couple of special people that I feel more than confident are ready to lead this amazing region okay, I don't know what it is. Lily, I am so excited to see you thrive as our new regional Nicia. Amelia, my little sophomore and sister, I love you and you killed as Nicia and you will do the same as Mint Mom on regional board, and I will miss you so insanely much. You better come party with me in college. Emily, my amazingly awesome Shli, I am so awesome. I'm so excited for you and can't wait to see the amazing things you do. Dane, I genuinely don't have words for how much I love you, and my gratefulness to be able to call you my best friend is infinite. My life has been so much better with you in it, from IC to Italy to all the adventures, texting all day and getting asked frequently, both of us, who are you texting that's making you smile so much? I wouldn't trade this friendship for anything. I will not be okay when we have to split next year, and I will have to go, and I can't go more than a couple of days without seeing you, Neely, Tim, and Murph, my second family. Thank you, and Jack. Thank you to whoever made the rooming for IC 2022 and split Dana up from Maya and put her in my room, because if not for that, I wouldn't have my best friend. Dino, Dana, and Han forever. Miles and Annabelle, you two are the best dynamic duo, and I love you both to death. CVR is in such great hands with you. Ava Tringali, I love you. You will do such amazing things. Lastly, I want to dedicate my future to all of our amazing SCA members, too many to count, who it has been an honor to get to know, and I know our chapter is in such great hands. If I'm forgetting anyone, I love you all. I'm trying my best. This is so long. For the last time, submitted with undying love and dedication for CVR number 17 and SCA BBG number 1547, I forever remain Hannah Julia Herbst, a damn proud BBG. I couldn't tell.
By the power vested in me by BBYO, I hereby grant you lifetime membership to the International Order of the B'nai B'rith Girl.
I will try to skip through. Yeah. Hi, I'm Tia. So my sophomore year, my friend Jack texted me and told me to join GPYO. I did. My only big regret is that he didn't text me sooner. I walked into my first meeting and Jenna, Aaliyah, and Sam all welcomed me with open arms and treated me the same as everyone else. I immediately knew this is where I belong. My past will forever remain the Duck Goose group. Molly and Jeremy were my first regional friends and my favorite people ever. I love Ethan, Avi, and Brooke, the most amazing friends, and I could miss you so much. Most importantly, Simone, you were my favorite, and I love you so much. Debbie, Rachel, Becca, and Caroline. Debbie and Rachel, thank you for everything you've done for me for these past years. All of them, don't know what. Becca, I can't wait to get to know you better at meetings. And Caroline, thank you for taking us as your own. And don't know what I wrote. Publication of the string psych. Oh my God. Oh, wait, hold on. I met some of my most amazing friends, Bennett, Elliot, Sarah, and Tori. You are truly the most amazing friends I could ever have. Any problem, I could easily go to any of you with and feel the love and support immediately. You are the most amazing people, and I love you all so much. Hannah and Maya, my absolute favorite SCA presidents. I'm so glad I got to know you both. Mila and Kira, you were truly the most phenomenal roommates ever. I love you both, and you are so amazing. To my favorite diver, Maddie Madison, you are the most amazing and smiling person ever. I don't know what I'll do without your optimism next year. Ashlyn, Will, and Cece, my favorite combo ever. The three of you absolutely light up my world, and I'm going to miss you all so much. I can't believe I love all three of you more than words can describe. For Maya and Quinn, I have absolutely no idea where my gossiping would be without you both. You are the most amazing people I've met, and I love you both so much. Sophie and Emily, you are the most amazing people ever. I don't know where it would be without the two of you, and the most amazing swimmers, Dana, Ella, and Kayla. I love all of you so much and doing the most amazing things. Xander, you were the most amazing and only co I've ever had. To the rest of SCA, I love you all so much, and you are amazing people. And I want all of you to keep doing amazing things. Thank you for always supporting me. For the last time, submitting with undying love and dedication for SCA number 1547, CVR number 17, Just Be Better Bennett, the Duck Goose group, Getting in Trouble with Joshi Coco, and the BBYO therapist. AKA Necessity, I'm T-Ray Malish, will forever remain a damn proud BBJ.
By the power vested in me, by BBYO, I hereby grant you lifetime membership into the International Order of the Neighborhood.
Sorry.
I joined BBYO at a family barbecue at my grandma's house. My older cousin Aaliyah was at fall con, and she called us, and I signed up right then without knowing how big a part of my life BBYO would become. Sorry. Ooh, it just went to the bottom. My first meeting was definitely an interesting intro to BBYO. We began the meeting by telling everyone the color of our underpants, Nancy's favorite icebreaker. I want to start by thanking the people from my past. Aaliyah, Jenna, Rachel, and Sam, thank you for always making sure we knew what was going on and felt included. Nancy, thank you for always making us laugh, making us your world famous brownies, and calling us your little girls even after we weren't the youngest members in SDA anymore. I can't believe we're seniors now. We all miss you so much. I also want to thank Allie Grubman, Maddie Rosenberg, Sarah Milner, and Emma Kravitz. For my present, I want to thank Debbie, Rachel, and Becca for all the time they spend and all the things they do for us. Caroline, thank you for taking the time to get to know us and treating us as your own members when acting as our temporary advisor at conventions. Maya, out of all of our adventures we've gone on together, BBYO has been one of my favorites. From chapter sleepovers to getting locked out of our room and eating pizza on the hall floor at 1 a.m. at AC. If we're together, we're having fun. Thank you for always being there no matter what. Kira and Mattia, I am so glad that you guys joined BBYO because it has allowed us to get so much closer over the last couple of years. And I love how we can go the whole summer without talking. And the second we're back together, it's like we never were apart.
Hannah and Troy, it's been so fun getting closer to you guys since being on board, and I'm so glad that we all got the chance to work together. For the future, I want to acknowledge my brother Sam. I'm so glad that you love BBYO as much as I do and can't wait for you to find your place here. Emily, my first BBYO baby, you've grown so much since your first convention, and I love seeing you come out of your shell. I can't wait to hear about all the amazing things you do and accomplish. Maddie, my last BBYO baby, I'm so glad you joined SDA, and I've loved our rides together. I know you will accomplish a ton and continue to grow SDA. Don't be afraid to get involved in everything because it goes by so quick. Dana, I can't believe you aren't here with us graduating. You've always felt like a part of our senior class. Sophie, Lila, Quinn, Maya, Kayla, Audrey, Risa, Ella, Miranda, and Ava, and the rest of SDA. I know we are leaving our chapter in capable hands, and I'm so proud of all of you. For the last time, submitted with undying love and dedication to SDA number 1547, CVR number 17, I forever remain Mila Dittman, a damn proud BBG.
By the power vested in me by BBYO, I hereby grant you lifetime membership in the International Order of the B'nai B'rith. Okay.
Time in BBYO has been a roller coaster, but I'm grateful for every moment. I still remember my first meeting, wandering into the JCC in 8th grade, not knowing how much time I would be spending there in the next 5 years. Having once not known anything about BBYO and being scared to attend meetings, I'm now incredibly glad I joined. Firstly, I want to thank those in my past. Maddie Rosenberg for recruiting me, Ali Grumman and Gabby for always energizing our chapter, Jan, the life of the party, Elliot and Sam, you both light up the room and made our meetings so much fun. Rachel, Jenna, and Sarah, I admire everything you've done for SDA and beyond. Nancy, our chapter is not the same without you. You've welcomed everyone with a smile on your face, and you are missed immensely. Molly Hurst, you never fail to make me laugh, and I've never met someone as caring as you. Bela, I'm so incredibly grateful for all the time we spent together. I always felt like I could be myself with you, and I can never stop laughing when I'm with you. I miss you so much. All the seniors, I'm so glad we have gone through this chapter of our lives together. Mila Dittman, you mean the world to me. I'm so glad that I can call you my friend. You're one of the strongest people I know, and I'm going to miss you so much. I know you're going to do great things at GW. Maya, you're a huge part of why I joined BBYO, and I love being the SIG duo with you. Tia, I'm so glad you joined BBYO and we are friends again. There's gonna be a dull moment with you, and I'm gonna miss all your shenanigans. Miranda, I'm beyond grateful for you. Thank you for being there for me and encouraging me to make good decisions, even though I never listened to you. I know you're gonna do great things next year at Wisconsin. Hannah and Tori, I'm so glad you joined SDA, and I'm so grateful that we got to be on board together this year. Debbie, you go above and beyond for our chapter. We don't thank you enough for it. I don't know where our chapter would be without you. Thank you. Rachel and Becca, thank you also for all your hard work. Caroline, you might not be our advisor, but you are truly appreciated by all of us. Sam and Mel, I don't tell you this, but you're so inspiring. Mel, you've been the leader of your chapter for a few years now, and Sam, what haven't you done? I'm so glad to have both of you as role models. Marnie and Bennett, I'm so grateful to have had you as my co-host this year. And so many others, Annie Moser, Charlotte, Ali, Talia Klein, Sophie, Shelby, and more people that I'm probably missing. I'm so excited to see what the future of CVR holds, but I will miss you all so much. I wish I could take you all with me next year. Dana, you are so sweet, and I'm going to miss you so much. I can't wait to see everything you do for our chapter next year. Lily, Princess Lily, my IC roommate, I absolutely adore you, and I'm extremely grateful that I got to know you. I'm going to miss you more than you know, and I'm so proud of all you have accomplished, and can't wait to see you be regional next year. If you don't know Lily Bowman, get to know her. She is incredible. Audrey Bowman, my former little, you are so much fun to be around, and I am so excited to see what your BBYO future holds. Emily, I'm so glad that we finally became friends this year. I don't know what took us so long. I love our car rides and pizza runs, and I don't know what I'm going to do without you next year. Actually, I don't know what you're going to do without me next year. Keep being yourself, Emily. I love you. Matt and Bryce, what can I even say? You are two of the funniest people I know. Sophie Cohen, you are such a silly goose, and I'm so glad you joined our chapter. I know you're going to do amazing things, and I can't wait to see it. Risa, you light up my day, and I can't say enough good things about you. You always make me laugh, and I'm going to miss you so much. Eli and Joey, I'm so grateful to have been your co-host. Samson, you never fail to amuse me. Courtney and Ashlyn, I love you immensely, and I'm amazed at how much you have accomplished already. The rest of FBA, Audrey, Ava, Claire, Ella, Maddie, Lila, Debbie, Izzy, Maya, Miranda, and more people, you are the future of our chapter, and I know you'll make Samuel D. Aarons proud. To all the younger members in BBYO, make the most of this experience. BBYO can do incredible things for you if you let it. Go to a convention, lead a meeting, or talk to someone new. It may be scary at first, but it's beyond worth it. For the last time, submitted with undying love and dedication for the DCP, all the Siggies and Mozzies, Clarice and Clarissa, press score 2022 to 2023, SDBG number 1547, and CVR number 17. I forever remain Kira Robin-Chevis, the damn proud BBG.
By the power vested in me by BBYO, I hereby grant you lifetime membership into the International Order of the B'nai B'rith Girls.
Okay, I'm Jenna Cohen. When I first joined BBYO back in 8th grade, I had no idea what a big impact it would have on me. This organization has brought me my closest friends, tons of memories, and just has been the best 5 years ever. I will never forget how excited I was when I first joined TICFA, seeing all the bonds and traditions the older girls had. Being where I am now as vice president on board with chapter and regional friends, I realized I became the girl I first looked up to. I genuinely cannot believe this is our last convention ever. There are so many people who made my BBYO experience so special. I want to attribute my past to my sister Shira, who got me involved in BBYO and always encouraged me to go to conventions and run for board. If it wasn't for her, I probably never would have joined TICFA. Annabelle Raz, who made conventions so much fun last year. I am literally never not laughing when I'm with her, and she made my BBYO event 10 times better. Charlie Schwartz was such a good friend and president to have in BBYO last year and always gave the best advice. Haley Trow was just the funniest person you'll ever meet, and I miss her so much. Charlie Fine was one of my first roommates at my first convention and was so supportive all weekend. She taught me how to pack the best snacks for convention. Lastly, Emma Goldberg convinced me to run for board, helped me so much with my platform, and treated me like a sister during her years in BBYO. My present goes to Claire Chastanoff, who joined BBYO literally the middle of last year after asking me about it in my math class. She has had such a big impact on me, and I am so thankful I got to spend my last year at BBYO with her, even though she couldn't come this weekend. To William Herkus, Gil Vidal, and Evan LaFord, you guys made BBYO so much fun this year. I owe hours of laughs and tons of memories to our friendship. Talia Klein, who I met this year but already got so close to, you bring so much energy to any event you go to, and I'm so grateful for our new friendship. Shira Gouvet, who I went from being a little intimidated 8th grader at meetings to board members with. She's my OG BBYO girl, and I'm so glad we got to experience these years together. Kate Willinger, who has always had such a positive attitude and a smile on her face no matter what. Nina Feldman for being the best counterpart these past 2 years. And of course, Allison Mitch, my best friend since forever. The iconic mystic duo is unmatched. There's no one else I'd rather experience all my years of BBYO with. You've been there for me through literally everything, and I can't imagine what I would do without you by my side all these years. You never fail to make me laugh or smile. I cannot believe this is our last con rooming together. I'm gonna miss you so much next year, twin. I love you. My future goes to all the wonderful ladies on TICFA board. Kira, Reese, Atara, Marley. They are all the future of TICFA, and I can't wait to see what they will do for the chapter next year. I have grown so close with each of them, and they made board so much fun this year. Zachary Price, Jonah Rosenberg, and Sawyer Price, because they're awesome, and they're all going to kill their board positions next year. I cannot wait to see what amazing things they can accomplish in the future. And of course, or actually, my present goes to everybody else in this room. Submitted one last time with undying love and dedication for TICFA BBG number 1233 and CVR number 17. I forever remain Jenna Pearl Cohen, a damn proud BBG.
By the power vested in me by BBYO, I hereby grant you lifetime membership into the International Order of B'nai B'rith Girls.
Hi, I'm Ali Yak.
Can I start? Elliot. My BBYO journey all began as a prospect at regional kickoff in 2018. Most of my 8th grade friends were already members and were begging me to join them. Actually, only one person was really begging, Samantha Cohen. After a super fun night filled with friends, arcade games, donuts, and the iconic baked potatoes I had just been introduced to, it was time to get back on the bus to go home. Tikva and Ledit marched onto the bus and took their seats. Even though we were sad the event was over, we were happy to enjoy the relaxing bus ride home. But then the bus broke down before we had even managed to leave the parking lot. And to ice the cake, it wasn't going to get fixed until midnight, later than when we were supposed to arrive back at the Stanford JCC. To any other group of people, this news would have caused an eruption of complaints, not to BBYO kids. We made the best out of an unfortunate situation and ended up having the best time hanging out together on a non-moving bus in an arcade parking lot in Bristol, Connecticut. I honestly remember that as the highlight of kickoff instead of the event itself. It was that night that I saw what BBYO was all about, appreciating the time you have with each other no matter what you're doing or where. It wasn't until a year later that I officially became a member and went to my first winter convention. I have to admit I was a little overwhelmed by all of the pre-existing friendships and the pretty weird traditions within CVR. But by the end of the weekend, I was literally gushing about all of the hilarious and meaningful memories I had made. I remember coming home and just raving on, and my mom saying, "That's it, she drank the BBYO Kool-Aid." And it was true. I was hooked for life. Now here I am serving as TICVA's president with so much gratitude, having regional and chapter friendships of my own, and embracing those same weird traditions. I'm forever thankful for all of the ways BBYO has shaped me into the leader and person I am now. But I'm most of all thankful for the people that have made my time here so special. So, I dedicate my past to Shira Cohen, who was always the kindest role model to me, to Haley Trell, who always made sure I had a smile on my face, to Charlie Schwartz, who inspired me to step up as a leader and left me with very big shoes to fill, and to Annabelle Raz, who in one fall convention weekend became the older sister I never had. I dedicate my present to my amazing advisor, Allie, who is so helpful to me and is the most fun person ever, and to my senior friends, to Kate Willinger, who I'm so glad I was able to convince to come to a meeting, and whose pure joy brightens up literally every room, to Talia Klein, the honorary TICVA member, who I've had an absolute blast getting to know and will miss so much, to Samantha Cohen and Ari Schultz, who are the best counterparts I could have asked for, and who I look up to so much, to Shira Gabay, who never fails to make me laugh, to the dynamic duo Evan LaFour and Gil Liddell, who I've made so many unforgettable memories with, to Claire Chasanoff, who became an instant friend and who I feel like I've known for years, and to the best TICVIT Coco in the game, Will Herkus, aka W. Prez Workus. Will, it has been such an amazing time joining forces this year and becoming an unbeatable duo. Thank you for having my back through all of the ups and downs and for being such a great friend. And last but not least, I dedicate my present to the person who has been my rock in my home since 2nd grade, Jenna Cohen. Jenna, I couldn't have done any of this without you. You're the reason I joined BBYO, the reason I stayed, and the reason I decided to be on board, which has been one of the most rewarding experiences I've ever had. I can't believe this chapter of our life is coming to a close, but there's no one else I would have rather had right by my side through it all. Thank you for the countless times you've made me laugh until I couldn't breathe, the constant support, a century's worth of incredible memories, for taking on new adventures with me, for being my fave roomie, for being the best Siggy, and above all, for being my forever best friend. I love you so much and don't even want to think about being so far from you next year because I will cry. Finally, I dedicate my future to my sweet TICVA girls, who I think of as little sisters and who I know will become such great leaders and young women. To Jonah Roy Haxboy Rosenberg and Sawyer Soy Sauce Price, who I know will serve CVR so well as Regional Gizbor and Regional Gadol. And to the rest of my BB board, Reese Johnson, Marley Leslie, Asara Lowenberg, and Kira Lubliner, it has been such a blast working with all of you this year. I feel so confident in leaving TICVA in your hands, as I have no doubt that you will continue to lead TICVA to new heights. I can't wait to see what great things you guys accomplish. Submitted one last time with undying love and dedication to TICVA BBG number 1233 and CVR number 17, I forever remain Allison Sidney Kubovich, a damn proud BBG.
By the power vested in me by BBYO, I hereby grant you lifetime membership in the International Order of the B'nai B'rith Girl.
Hi, ready?
Yes.
I'm Kate Linder. I've known what BBY was for a while, but it wasn't until my junior year when I was truly introduced. I was interested, but thought I would never have time for it. The idea came back to me when my journalism teacher was talking about how he is a Leviticus alum and bonded with the girl I sat next to over the various BBYO experiences. Her name was Ali Yak and was the Tikva mom at the time. I was really interested to join, but concerned it was too late because I was a junior. She encouraged me to go to the next meeting, which was a chapter pop-up. I was extremely nervous, but as soon as I got to the event, I saw welcoming familiar and unfamiliar faces. I dedicate my pass to Annabelle Raz. When I got to the potluck, we realized that we both went to the same sleepaway camp, but never really overlapped. And I instantly realized this organization has a goal of truly bringing people together. Annabelle encouraged me to sign up for the kickoff and eventually fall convention. I dedicate my present to Talia Fine. After not seeing you for almost a decade, we reconnected at my first convention, and it felt like we never separated. Your leadership is so strong and inspirational. To Sydney Flock, who is probably the friendliest person I know, Jenna Cohen, who always has a smile on her face, and Ali Yak, who brought me to my first meeting. My future is to all the newly elected regional board, especially Sawyer Price, one of the most driven people I know. You put all your efforts to make BBYO better and better, and I can't wait to hear about everything you accomplish. Oh, what's that?
By the power and investigation of BBYO, I hereby grant you lifetime membership into the International Order of the B'nai B'rith Girls.
Hi, I'm Maya Dworkin. My BBYO journey. It's okay. Sorry, reset. I don't like.
She needs to get lit first.
Maybe.
I was in his practice run.
Thank you. Now you gotta make. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. Okay, I got it now. I got it. Okay. Okay. Hi, I'm Maya Dworkin again. So my BBYO journey didn't start off like you would guess. I remember leaving the first meeting, and as we pulled out of the GCC parking lot, I told my mom and sister that I really didn't like it and I didn't want to go. When the next meeting rolled around, I was pressured by my family to go back, and from then on, I never stopped going back. My love for this organization has just grown and grown over these past 5 years. BBYO has truly changed me for the better, from the petrified, shy 8th grader to the outgoing R board member I am today, and I'm eternally grateful. Before I get into dedicating my class, I do want to thank my family for pushing me into it and supporting me through it, even if my dad always prefers to give free scoop. There are several people who I always look up to and who I want to dedicate my class to. The first and arguably most important would be my sister, Leah. I signed up for BBYO while she was at Bielka 2018 because she was SEA's mid mom and needed to recruit. She's undoubtedly the reason I joined. She showed me what it meant to be immersed in BBYO and to be a leader, especially as she became SEA's Nasia. I also want to dedicate my pass to one of my big sisters in past SEA Nasia, Rachel Levine. She was my Nasia the first time I was on board and made the experience just so much better. Next would be Sam Haas and Jenna Samkal, rounding off the list of my big sisters. They both showed me how amazing it would be to be on regional board, and without them, I certainly would not have run. They showed me how amazing it could be to become very involved regionally, and I'm so thankful for that. Moving on from SCA, I want to dedicate my pass to Ruthie Price, Carly Fine, and Molly Hers. Ruthie was my first counterpart, and without her being the amazing counterpart she was, I doubt that I would have chosen to continue on board. As regional signee, Carly was in charge of the program and steering committee, which was my first experience with steering. She was always so sweet and helpful as I learned how to program and lead the region for the first time. Molly is simply an amazing person to be around, and last year I quickly grew closer, and I'm so glad that I get to call her a friend. I also want to dedicate my pass to the SCA boards 20 to 21 and 21 to 22, who together made my experience as kids and then Nasia so great. Lastly, there's someone really special to me that I want to acknowledge. She was Nancy. Nancy was my advisor who unfortunately passed away. She was simply the best one could ask for. As a young member, she always made the little girls I should call those feel included and pour into the chapter. I have so many great people memories that are thanks to her. Now for my present. I want to start off with people who I started my BYO journey with, which for the most part was Mila Dittman, Ali Kravitz, and Kira Chavez. You guys love us, and I'm so glad that we were able to share some of these amazing experiences. Hannah freaking Herbst. I'm so happy that you were my successor and that you have become one of my best friends. I love you. Alex Francis. You're so kind and pure and have become one of my closest friends. I love our memories together and so thankful for ISIC 2022 for bringing us together. I just want to dedicate my present to Mel Siegel, Hannah Mervine, Jeff, and Will Herkus, who are all amazing people. I also want to dedicate to Sammy Cooper, who has been an awesome international counterpart for me this year and is just so sweet and amazing. Next up are some people who have quickly, with the course of this year, I'm shaking, because some of my closest friends, the seniors of 63. First up, Alexis, who never fails to be so funny, even if it's not always on purpose. You were so sweet and were so welcoming to me as I joined you on our board and how to fill your dizzy shoes. Next is Sophie, who is crazy sweet and always lights up the room. Ari, you never fail to entertain all S63, and I promise that I never disliked you despite what you thought. If you've never had a conversation with Bennett, please do. He's freaking hilarious, and it makes for the best friend in combos. Sam Raspisky, Talia Klein, and Marnie Franzik. I'm so insanely grateful that the three of you have become some of my very, very best friends. Sam, you are one of the most amazing leaders I've ever seen. I love our long FaceTimes and talking to you. Talia, you shine so bright and are always there for me when I need you. Marnie Elizabeth Francis, words cannot begin to describe how amazing you are and how thankful I am to have you. You very quickly became one of my best friends. You light up the room and are the sweetest person I've ever met. I love you all so crazy much. There are so many people in CVR who have such a bright future ahead of them that I'm excited to see, even from afar. Ava Holden and Miranda Hurwitz, I'm so glad BYO has brought us together and hope you guys continue to be active in the next year. Maddie Sussman, you have an amazing BYO future ahead of you. I just know it. You're all of our BYO baby. You're always just the smiliest and light up any room. Ella Fransman, my accidental icy roomie of 2 years. I love you. Samson Dittman, my crazy cousin. I love that you've done so well and hope you continue to be. 64. I have such high hopes for all of you. Lily, Amelia, and Ava, you are all so sweet and are going to be beyond amazing. And I'm sorry, I did not list other people. But you are all amazing. Emily Page, I love seeing you grow in BYO, first BYO baby, and you're going to be amazing in your senior year. I also want to give life to Jenna Barr, Annabelle Tor, Cece Cummins, Ashlyn Sutton, Miles Appleby, Eli Bretner, Ethan Haas, and Jordan Haas. Logan Hayden and Zach Price. I'm so glad that 63 brought us together. Zach, you're gonna be great on IBOR next year. Logan, I and especially your moms are so glad we have become friends through 63. You're going to be amazing your senior year, and I can't wait to see what you do. I also want to dedicate to my counterparts both ACA and BBG. Jonah Rosenberg, even though you joined 63 late, you have been the best co, and I'm so grateful. Thank you for putting up with my stressed out spams and being the more level-headed one. I'm so proud and happy that you get to continue on as Gizmore next year because I know you will do a great job. Last but certainly not least, and arguably most important to mention in this, my bestie sister, Dana Brooke Flatter. You have been with me since our first time. I'm laughing also with the first time on SCA board together. I'm so thankful that we get to share these experiences together, and it's only made our bond stronger. It was such a bright and shining future ahead of you for your senior year, and I'm so proud of you. I love you, and I'm gonna miss you so freaking much. For everyone, regard this as a best friend in our future. Remember that I am just a call or text away, and I'm ready to support you in any way, whether that be BYO related or not. Oh no, David, I can make it. Like fire. To all of Exodus, please keep your ish together. We don't want to combine. To all of the lovely ladies of SDA, past, present, and future, you have my heart and are my own. So CVR, here's my advice for you. Get involved. Regardless of what age you join at, get involved. Always be yourself. No one wants to be friends with a fake person. If you feed into BYO, you will get so much from it, I promise. You will make amazing friendships and grow both as a person and as a leader. Please, please give it a real chance and stick with it. You won't regret it. And for one of the last times ever, submitted with undying love for SCA BBG number 1547, CVR number 17, the 63rd Regional Board, and being your 63rd Regional Gisbury, I forever remain by Rebecca Morgan, a damn proud BBG.
By the power vested in me by the By BBYO, I hereby grant you lifetime membership into the International Order of the B'nai B'rith Girls.
That's why we get along. Hi, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Sophie Citron. Unlike most people, I feel like I went actively looking for BBYO, starting like somewhere between 7th and 8th grade. A lot of my camp friends had done it. BBYO came to my camp and I knew, okay, this is something that I want to do. And that is one of the most important decisions that I've ever made. I'm so grateful for all of the journeys that BBYO has taken me on, and I know I wouldn't be the person I am without everyone in this room and without everyone watching from home. So I want to start with my past. You've heard the name Sadie Kriegler a lot. I'm going to repeat it. The first time I met Sadie she was a camp counselor when I was in camp, even though our age difference is that big, but she was one of the coolest people that I knew. And she was one of the first people in BBYO that I think truly saw potential in me. And she really showed me that it was cool to care about BBYO. Sheer Man is the one who actually recruited me, and she's the one who convinced me to run for my first board position. She knew from the start that CVR was a place that I could thrive, and I am so grateful for her kind of pushing me into that. From the 62nd Regional Board, Mira is just such an all-around role model. She's always there to help, genuinely the sweetest girl. I'm so thankful for everything that she's done for me. And Julia, big shoes to fill, but Julia's the one who really showed me how to be a Shlicha, what that looks like, and is the one who really inspired me to be where I am today. To Marcus, thanks for driving me to literally everything. You're the best co, even if you weren't really my co. And you made Judah a more inviting and a cool place to be. To Ruthie, last year, I don't think I could have got through a single convention without your support. You were always there when I needed a moment, when I needed someone to talk to. To Ellie Carter and Isabel Griffith, you two were some of my first regional friends, and I'm so grateful for your guidance. And I'm really so grateful to have had such positive upperclassmen role models when I was a freshman. You two were two girls that I saw and I thought, wow, I want to be like you. So for the present, I have a lot of so I'm gonna start with the people up here, the 63rd Regional Board, as well as CVR. But I'm gonna go in order. Sam, you're the hardest worker I know, with the biggest heart. Like truly, there's no other way to put it. Nina, not here. I'm really sad about it. You are my lady. There's really no one like you. You'll hear more tomorrow, so I'm not gonna go too deep into that one. Talia, my Judah buddy. I'm really so glad that like there's no one else that I would rather be on this journey with. Like we're really in it. Marnie, I like can't say enough about how Marnie is just the most positive person I've ever met. Like you were actually a ray of sunshine. It's it's a quality that I wish I could possess the way you do. The way you always look on the bright side. Like there's really, I don't think I've ever met anyone like you with that. Like it's so insane. Maya, you and the most incredible convention snacks they always bring light up a room. Your attitude and your humor is contagious. Like truly. Alexis, I jokingly say that you're my spirit animal, but I mean it. Your intellect is actually beyond me, and I'm really glad that I've been someone who lets that. Like, I'm very honored. Ari, your work ethic is very admirable. We all know how much you've done for this region. I'll miss sitting next to you on the bus back from events and debriefing with you. Bennett, you do things your way, and I'm really in awe of this great encouragement that it takes. No, I mean it. Like, that's so cool. And specifically, this like tangent, but your performance and Almost Maine, like that's something that I think about all the time. Like I'm really blown away by it. Hannah, Merv, and now I'm so like such a power duo. I love the two of you. I love spending IC with you guys and Nina. Can't forget about Kevin, obviously.
To Ella Manning, my first regional friend, I'm really grateful that you are here today. That's something that I really treasure. Shelby, who's not here, 62, wouldn't have been the same without you. And I'm thinking of you. Ella Diner is like kind of a BBYO friend. I count it. You know how much I love you. I don't need to get into that right now, but I'm glad that you decided to give BBYO a chance. Her counterparts, Ellie, oh my God, like you are the most incredible shita. You bring such depth and meaning to everything that you do, and I'm really grateful for everything that you do in that respect. Like you really elevate programming, and it's honestly just so great to have a conversation with you. Judah, of course, Sydney, Angie, Annie, Nicole, Kai, Gabe. Judah is my heart and home. All of you have had such an incredible impact on me on my BBYO journey, and I'm so grateful for that. And of course, everyone else in this room, I'm not gonna list everyone, but if you're here, know that I care about you, really. Okay, my future. Logan, I loved working with you in programming steering last year, and I'm so proud of what you've done as SIG, and know that I see the work you're putting in, and I'm really glad that you're in this region and I've gotten the chance to work with you. To Zach, you know how much you and our friendship mean to me. It's impossible not to be proud of what you've done this year and what you will do next year as International More. I mean, if you can get Kobe to go to a meeting, you can do just about anything. To Jonah, even though you joined this board late, you're such a critical member of our team. And it's been great getting to know you and getting to see you thrive. To services steering, I feel like it's a crew that's kind of been repeated over time. Marnie, of course, Ash, Mimi, Zoe, Sophie, Revenge. I'm so grateful for all of the work that you've put in and the things that we've created. Like our services this year have been incredible, and I'm so grateful for all of the work that's been put into that. When it comes to Judah, Julia and Sydney, Judah is in your hands, and I'm so excited to see what you do with it. Eden too, I'll get to that. My counterparts, Elon, Alana, Ethan, Emily, Claire, Anna, Blake, you've all done such an amazing job this year, and I'm really grateful to have had the opportunity to help you grow. To Campbell, Taya, Allie, and Miles, I just love spending time with you at conventions, and I'm so excited to see everything that you do next year. To Annabelle, Sig, I'm so proud of you, and I mean, Nina was an incredible successor. I'm sure you will be even more so, and I'm really excited to see everything that you do with this region. I know you're going to make it your own, and you're going to kill it. To Ava, oh my God, I'm so excited for you. You're going to do such an amazing job. The amount of times I've worked with you with steering and just about everything else, I know that you're going to kill it. Josh, too. You're a great counterpart this year, and you're going to do a great job. All of 64, I'm so excited. And then to my siblings, Kobe and Eden. Kobe's less involved, Eden more so, but I want both of you can make a huge difference in this region if you choose to. And I'm really looking forward to the differences because I know that you will. So I want to end off with just a little bit of like advice, I guess, to anyone, to the underclassmen, to my siblings, I guess. Just go for it. If there's a girl across the room that you want to be friends with, walk up to her, talk to her. If there's a board position that you want, but you don't think you'll win, just go for it. Run. This is the place to try. This is the place to make mistakes because everyone here supports you. Everyone here has to back. Yeah. Even if I didn't mention you directly, know that I still have so much love for you and for all of CVR. So submitted with undying love to the BBYO number 5295, CVR 17, 62nd Regional Board, 63rd Regional Board, and forever remain Sophie Citron. Damn proud BBG.
By the power vested to me by BBYO, I hereby grant you lifetime membership into the International Order of the B'nai B'rith Girls.
My BBYO history began like a lot of people When my older brother dragged me to my first chapter kickoff, I was suddenly in a room at Jacob Schumer's house with people that I did not know, but I decided to step out of my comfort zone that day, and I'm so glad that I did. Had I never returned to another BBYO event ever again, I never would have had all the amazing experiences I've had in BBYO and met all the amazing people I have met. So to dedicate my past, first of all, I'd like to talk about Jerry Klein and Evan Wexler. You two were the most legendary, greatest advisors that I could ever ask for, and you always made NOPO meetings a welcoming space. Jerry, I will always miss your dragon hat and all of your antics. Speaking of NOPO meetings, I'd also like to shout out Ethan Durnell, Alice Manning, Ava Schwartz, Kellen Herman, David Plouffe, and Alex Dvorsitz, and Lauren Davis for making NOPO meetings back in the day a blast. You guys will always be my family, and when I think back to some of my greatest UIO memories, you guys were there. I'd also like to mention Sam Abemeyer, Ellie Carter, Eliza Lichtman, Isabel Griffith, and Max Goldplus of Simha BBYO for being the best sibling chapter ever. Ariel Gershik, Ruthie Price, Benjamin Dragonoff, Brandon Travisano, Kobe Knoll, Max Trell, Max Kirshen, Lauren Neufeld, Dina Solomon, and Sadie Kriegler for being such great friends at my first IC as a freshman. I'd like to shout out all my favorite regional presidents over the years. You guys have given me so much. Mira Goldstein, Marcus Mann, even though you're like technically not a president. Nathan Zakum, Sarah Milner, and Zach Kate. I want to shout out Jen Kruzanski and Tyler Pepe for being great regional staff members and making my first convention memorable. Lastly, for my past, I would like to give a special mention to my two older brothers who were always there to guide me on my BBYO journey, Jake Schumer and Paul Sandberg. Jake, you and I were always together at every event. Thanks for letting me follow you around and sticking through it all with me. Paul, if it weren't for you, I wouldn't be in BBYO in the first place. You are an inspiration to me, and I can't thank you enough for bringing BBYO into my life. Okay, so now to dedicate my present. As a member of the class of 2023, I'm graduating alongside some great people, and it would be wrong for me to not mention them. So first of all, I'd like to mention the two greatest presidents this region has ever had, and the two even greater friends that they are to me, Sam Krasbisky and Ari Schultz. Sam, I remember the first time we met and we bonded over our shared love of Beetlejuice the musical. I'm so happy that we've gotten to work together this year. I know I can always count on you to answer a question or offer some support. You are the lifeblood of this region and BBYO. Ari, though you've kept me up at night before, it's always a huge joy to see you at events, and this region would not be the same without your leadership. And that goes for both of you. You both should truly be proud of all you've accomplished for this region, and I'm so happy to call you two my friends and my presidents. Nina Feldman, even though you aren't here tonight, I'm sure we'll be seeing plenty of each other next year in Montreal, and I couldn't ask for anyone better to go to college with. Talia Fine, whenever I see you, you always greet me with a big hug, and it's always a great reminder that I am loved in BBYO, and that value is immeasurable. I couldn't possibly give life with talking about my amazing, see what I did there, counterpart, Marnie Elizabeth. I remember I was so excited when I found out we were co's. After working with you all last year on PR team, I knew we would work great together. CVR's Instagram looks absolutely beautiful because of you, and we also now are hosts of an amazing comedy news show. Thanks for always being patient with me and giving my captions a pre-read. You're a great co and an even greater friend, and I'll be sure to visit you in West Hartford sometime soon. You are one of the kindest, happiest people I've ever met, and I'm eternally grateful that we got to work together this year and got to know each other so much. Never changed. Maya Dworkin, you are the greatest, and I couldn't have asked for a better twin. Our friendship means a lot to me, and my life has been improved immensely by it. Sophie Citron, you have absolutely carried CVR's Jewish programming this year, and it's some of the best that I've ever seen. You're awesome, and I'm glad that I got to know you better this year. Alexis, I'm gonna be honest, I had no clue who you were at first. And while you may not technically be a member, you're still an important asset to this region and a super cool person. Ella Manning, approximately 5 years ago today, our siblings were at the Danbury Crown Plaza giving life, and here we are doing it now, and I think that's pretty cool. We've known each other since we were born, I'm pretty sure, and we still know each other now. I'm glad that I've gotten to go through both Hebrew School and BBYO with you, and I'm glad that you're back so we can spend one last convention together. Earlier when I was talking about the best advisors ever, I forgot to mention Ricky McGregor. Our chapter in the past had its ups and downs, but now thanks to Ricky this year, we have had mostly ups. Thanks for making sure I always got my job done and for being understanding when I couldn't. NOPO wouldn't be the same today if it wasn't for you. Daryl Weinstein is a great friend and an even greater photographer. You've always forced me to leave my comfort zone and actually talk to new people, and I'm glad for it. If I were to tell myself 5 years ago that the silent guy I met at an underclassmen event at my first convention would end up being one of my best friends, I wouldn't believe you. We shared a pram back in the day, and now we've shared a lot of great memories together. Thanks for everything, Elliot. Tori Tenace is one of the coolest people I've met. She has a great attitude and always knows just what to say. If anyone in this world cares about me, it's Mattia Malish. She always used to ask me if I was okay, no matter the situation, which was something that at first I found annoying, but I learned to appreciate it. Mattia, you have always been a shoulder to cry on, and I'm so grateful that you are my friend and that you are always there for me. When I stopped going to the Bridgeport JCC's day camp in 2012, I thought I would never again see my best friend Leo Katz, but I was shockingly wrong, as at a BBYO summer program in 2020, I miraculously ran into my old friend. We started talking, and it was just 11 years old again at Camp JCC. You're my brother, and I'm glad we became friends again. So, lastly, to dedicate my future, my time in BBYO is not infinite, but I can graduate in confidence, knowing that the people in the classes below me are amazing leaders and will lead this region and BBYO as a whole to even higher heights. Speaking of height, Bryce Yurden. Your personality is almost as big as your spine. I'd like to thank you, along with Logan Hayden, Eli Hayden, and Matt Danther, for always making me feel welcome as an honorary Gottlieb member when I was alone in my chapter. You guys are certainly a silly bunch, and I'm glad I got to know you all. I know that you will accomplish great things. Lily Bowman, Audrey Bowman, Jared Haynes, and Jacob Zip. You guys are super cool, and I know you're gonna all kill it next year on regional board. Jared and Audrey, I could not pick better people to replace me and Marnie. Sawyer Price and Miles Appleby, you guys were great roommates at IC. I had a lot of fun joking around with you guys. Sawyer, I know you're gonna do great things next year as regional goal. Zach Price and Jonah Rosenberg are both legends, and I know you guys are going to kill it next year. You're both great people, and I can't wait to see all the amazing things you do. Chelco BBYO may be my favorite BBYO chapter after my own, of course, and that wouldn't be without CC Cummins, Jason Przybisky, Ashlyn Seller, and Will Trout. You guys are awesome, and I know you're going to do great things. Finally, I'd like to give a special mention to Cameron Lynette, Henry Blatter, Ali Pettingill, Phoebe Lichtman, and the rest of NOPO. It's been an honor to show you guys the ropes of BBYO this year. You all are the future of a very special chapter, and I know you're going to take it to beautiful places. Just to end, I'd like to offer the greatest piece of not just BBYO advice, but life advice I can give, which is to always enter everything with a positive mindset. I never really did that much in my early BBYO days, and I really regret it because I did not have much fun when I was just moping around. But once I started to actually try to enjoy myself, that's when I started making friends and having a great time. So that's the best advice that I can offer to all of you who are listening. So for the last time, with undying love and dedication for Noah Posner, BBYO number 5299, the 63rd Regional Board, Connecticut Valley Region number 17, and the Grand International Order of the Al Sadiq Aleph, I forever remain Olive Bennett Lawrence Sanford.
By the power vested in me by BBYO, I hereby grant you lifetime membership into the Grand Order of the Al-Asadi Olive.
Hi, I'm Marnie. If you don't know who I am. Okay, imagine this. Ahmed and Dov had just split into 2 different chapters and are having their kickoff event of the year in a backyard on a hot late summer day in September of 2018. I walk in nervous and whatever, we do things and whatnot, but then I'm on a pool floaty, dry as can be, with clothes on. I'm not wearing a bathing suit. I was kind of stupid, but it's okay. And then an older Olive comes up from under my floaty and flips me over, causing me to be drenched from head to toe. That is the moment I fell in love with BBYO. For my past, I want to give life to Abby Asia for countlessly texting and encouraging me to join BBYO, even if I ignored her texts numerous times. Without Abby, I would most definitely not be sitting here today. I literally could not thank her enough. Once Abby graduated, I really remember thinking to myself, being so unbelievably sad, who would I look up to now? Mira Goldstein is who. When she became Nasia of ACFA, I instantly knew everything would be okay. Mira, during our Chinese class together, encouraged me to apply for a chair position under Sadie Meltzer. I remember being so nervous to see if I would have the amazing opportunity of Sunshine Girl, and after some waiting, I did. Throughout this year, I connected with so many people on this board, like Sadie and Mira, but also Julia Selman and Molly Hall. I want to thank all of them for pushing me to be my very best and really making an impact on my BBYO career. I remember seeing most of you on a Zoom call during COVID, thinking these people are really cool. I remember telling myself that one day I was going to be BBYO famous. Little did I know that kind of happened. After being on chapter board and regional board and being on press corps, at IC, someone came up to me and said, "Are you Marnie?" I had no clue who this person was, and I think that's just crazy how being involved can really get you recognized. Now to today, seniors, every single one of you, I want to give my life to. Whether I'm close with you, or maybe the only time we talked was me asking for a baby picture from you. I love you all. Especially, I want to shout out regional board. Sam, wow, you're an absolute icon. I remember sitting on a Zoom call, seeing you and thinking, wow, this girl really knows what she's doing. And now you're here today as Mrs. Sia of CVR. And I can't wait to see your campaign for President 2020, 2040. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. On to Talia freaking Klein. I love you beyond words. Thank you for always being there for a ray of sunshine, pep talk, or really just any energy. You bring a light to in everyone's life, and I know you will kill it next year as Ms. Broadcaster at Syracuse. Maya, I know you aren't an 8th grader popping your head up periodically, or whatever, sophomore, whatever you were, periodically popping your head up on a steering Zoom call. You are now going to Bucknell. I love you to pieces. Ari, I cannot wait to see you in Schenectady at Hershey Strasberg's house, and I'll definitely make sure to bring my mom. Nina, you're a little ray of sunshine that I love so incredibly much. Sophie, you are such a smush, and I will forever remember you teaching levitating by Bennett, you are an amazing co, and I couldn't have asked for anyone better. I was a little scared of you when I first saw you with a mullet, but you are one of the sweetest people. I'm so happy to know you now. Alexis, you're a little bit of a crazy one, but I'm putting you for that anyway. Hannah Banana, I cannot tell you enough how much you mean to me. We only officially met last year at IC, but I think it was the best thing to ever happen. I love partying, talking, and absolutely anything with you. Please visit UD so we can redo our night with Kylie, Brooke, Alden, and our bestie Alana. Love you. To all the Mozes who are seniors, you put in so much work, even though senioritis might have been hitting you. I thank you so much for that. And to Alex, who never wanted to go to BYO events in like 8th through 10th grade, but here we are.
Courtney Sachs, thank you for being an amazing international counterpart. Hannah Silver, Mira Kolchak, Bailey Krulowitz, Sydney Flock, Mel Siegel, Shelby Bernstein for being my first first counterpart, and anyone I forgot to say your name, and to all of Sababa AZA. Now, in the future, I am giving life to all of 64th Board, but specifically Audrey Bowman. I am so excited to see what you do on 64, and you will be such an amazing Moz. Lily Bowman, you are more deserving than anyone for this position as Nasia. You're going to kill it. Oh no, Ava Tringali. When I first really got to know you, Amelia and Abby, packing bags at the synagogue, I had a little inkling you would go far in BYO. Being on chapter board twice and regional board next year, who knows where you're going to go next? I'm going to miss you literally so much it hurts to think about. From our late night card talks to that list way longer than expected to Rita trips, I love you so incredibly much. Now on to Abby. You are an incredible real person. When no one wants to say it, you do, and I absolutely admire you for that. Amelia Feichheimer, my country aqua queen, I cannot wait to see all you do as CVR's Mitt Mommy. The Mitt Mom Nasia to Mitt Mom pipeline is so incredibly real. I love the three of my aqua babies so much. Now for the 63rd board. Zach Price, to the one and only 99th International Mora of BYO, hailing from CVR, I am so proud of you, and I know you will change BYO for the better during its centennial. Jonah, even though you joined board during Fall Con, you have fit in so nicely with the rest of board. You're going to do amazing things next year as on your second year as CVR Gives. Logan, keep on eating rice, chicken, and carrots. I love being on board with you three. Dana, you are a little Harry Styles and Taylor Swift singing Ball of Joy. I'm so happy to call you a friend. It's crazy to me that you're a junior, and I'll miss you actually so much next year. Please tell me Delaware is one of your tops so I can see you. Jenna Barr, OMG, you fully have rebuilt L'Chaim into an actually thriving chapter. When I say this, I mean it, that I cannot wait to see where your BYO career takes you. CC Cummings, a Moz who has put in so much work this year, from your numerous TikToks to Instagram posts, you're actually killing it at this Moz career job. I'm so proud to be your mom. Miles, you are one of the most interesting people I have ever come across, but I mean that in the sweetest way. You bring so much positive energy and compassion into a room, and I really look up to you for that. Finally, I want to give life to Noah Brokeman, Abby Musman, Zoe Devoren, Natalie Hiddleman, Mimi, Bina, Sophie Mervyn Schiff, and all of the 64th board, and any Moz who is an underclassman, and all of Aqua BBG. I also want to give a little piece of advice that if you kind of have an idea that you want to do something in BBYO, you should absolutely try it. Even if you don't like it, then you could drop out of it. That's completely okay. Not a board position, but if it's like a you can totally do that. It's okay. Feel it out. And it's crazy how next year we won't be here, but to the future, I want you all to live out the rest of my BBYO career. For the second to last time, submit with undying love and dedication to CVR number 17, Aqua BBG number 124, and each and every one of you, I remain Marnie Elizabeth Bronswick, a damn proud BBG and your 63rd Regional Moscow.
By the power vested in me by BBYO, I hereby grant you lifetime membership into the International Order of the B'nai B'rith.
Oh God. Okay, before I get into this, I love you all, and I am so incredibly lucky to be surrounded by this many people tonight. So starting out with my past, again, you've heard this name many times tonight. Sadie Kriegler, although we were never BBYO at the same time, you're the reason I joined. Thank you for pushing me into this, and then also passing down your shook to me. I love you. Marcus Mann, you're like a big brother to me. Thank you for encouraging me to run regional, and I can't wait to spend the next 3 years with you up in Syracuse. And to the two little bit boys I became friends with at convention, Evan Goldblum and Avi Gordon. I will never forget our laughs and all of that other stuff. And then, of course, Mira Goldstein, thank you so much for believing in me and trusting me to do this year. So we're just gonna keep going because I have a lot to say. To my present, Samantha Prismisky, it's gonna take me a lot to start to not cry right now. Sammy P, I love you so much more than you know. You were the reason I ran for regional board because you believed in me. On top of that, you really are one of my best friends. From sharing our deepest, darkest secrets to laughing, dancing, and falling into fireplaces, quite literally. I can always count on you to be there for me. Hi, Foster, my dearest friend, Caitlin the Oink. I am going to miss you oodles of amounts next year. I have known Kai for 9 years of my life because of skating, and now we are both going out to college, and this is the first time we will be skating on different teams. When it comes to leading convention, Kai and I's experience all too well. I have synchro practice, but Kai in joining BBYO made my experience one to never forget. So here's to YMCA, belly dancing, late night convos, Lake Placid, Beauty and the Beast, and so many more memories. I love you to the moon and back, and I know you will thrive next year and wherever life takes you next. Sydney Flock, you are the reason I came back to BBYO. If the rest of you did not know, Sydney Faye Flock is my best friend. Ever since that meeting I went to ever since the first meeting I went to, Sydney and I grew closer and closer, whether it came to leaving school during our opens, up to when I really needed someone to lean on a couple of years ago, she was there. Look at where we are now, Sid, finally going off to college. Every single hangout, every Talia, you're so weird, every single freaking laugh, smile, cry, and dance party we've had together will always and forever be remembered. Thank you for everything. Please know I will always have your back no matter what. And I can't wait to see what the future holds for you and our friendship. I love you more than you know. Maya Dorkin, to my Gizzy Bear, Miss Maya D. I love you more than you know. You are the best twin and the bestest friend a girl could ask for. I absolutely do not know what I would ever do without you. And our supermarket shopping, rants, balls, hugs, charcuterie boards, hot chocolate spoons, snuggles, toe grabbers, and more. Marnie Elizabeth, Lauren, I don't even know where to start, from texting you if I'm having a crappy day to letting you know when something exciting has happened. You never fail to be there for me. I will always be here for you no matter what. And I love the Stanford train station for always allowing us to be a 2-hour train ride from each other. From cucumbers to leash backpacks, icy roomies, Westport trips to bar taco, cuddle puddles, BBGs on your knees, and Disney dance parties. You know we will always have memories to last a lifetime. Sophie Citron, thank you for being one of the best friends a girl could have. I will miss you so much next year. You were truly my rock and Judah, and I love you so much. Nina Feldman, you were literally the sweetest ever, and I'm going to miss you next year. I know you're absolutely going to kill it in Canada. Alexis Rosen, we all wish you were here. I love you to pieces. Thank you for being one of the craziest, sweetest people I know. Ari Schultz, you're one of the sweetest and kindest all of us I've known. I know. Thank you for everything you do, and I'll never forget our friendship. Bennett, I'll never forget our laughs, dancing at airports, and your amazing personality. Katie Willencher, my longest friend here. I love you, and I'm so happy that we reconnected through BBYO and hopefully next fall. Jenna Cohen, Ali Yak, Gil Patel, Evan Laporte, to my IC friends, I love you all so much, and I had an absolutely amazing time with you guys. To Hannah Herbst, Alex, Mel, and Hannah MS, I love you all to pieces, and we'll miss you all so much next year. To Judah BBYO 21 to 22 board, I love you all, and to Will Herkis, you are in fact one of the bestest friends a girl can have. Thank you for always being a shoulder I can lean on. You are truly one of my most favorite people on earth, and I am so happy to call you my best friend. When it comes to Sour Patch on a Crappy Night, Spanish dancing, inside jokes, Lenny's and pinky promises, I know I will always have you right there to share those moments with. So don't ever replace you when you go to Indiana. And how about hopping on the next plane to Bradley? Sending hugs to Michigan, Indiana, Connecticut, or wherever you are. And no matter what, I will always be there for you. And I know that you'll always be there for me too. To my future, Sawyer Price, Sawyer Jack Price. Where do I start? From Moray to Sagan to the 64th regional, to the 64th brag, you have never failed to amaze me. I know you are going to do amazing things for the region next year, and I'm confident to say that the region is being left in the great hands of you and Lily. I know you're definitely not the happiest about Sid, Will, and I all leaving next year, but I want you to know on behalf of all of us, we will, 1, never forget about you. 2, make sure they make you come visit us next year. And 3, we will always come home to visit and check in on you. I'm always one call away if you need something. Thank you so much for always being there for me, and good luck next year. I can't wait to see what you accomplish. Zach Price, to my favorite Coco. I know you continue to do amazing things as a 33rd International Moray, and I loved working with you this past year. To Amelia Chandler, my successor. Amelia, I love you so much. I know you will continue the legacy of a lifetime in CVR as a 64th Regional Knit Mom. To Bryce, Logan, Jonah, Matt, and Eli, BBYO is in great hands with all of you. And of course, to my Knit Moms, Dana, Sophie, Allie, and Atara. Good luck with all of your future endeavors. It has been a pleasure being your regional counterpart for this past year. Submitted with undying love and dedication to Silent Disco's Grandma's House, dare I say Yum, my the 63rd Regional Moray, Zach Price, 62nd Regional Knit Mommy, the 64th Rag, Sydney Flock, the Pact, my best friends in the whole world, Duck Duck Goose, Hugs, and Snuggles, I forever remain, Talia Daphne Klein, the damn proud BBG.
By the power vested in me by BBYO, I hereby grant you lifetime membership in the International Order of the Banner Turtle.
Oh, go in. See? Yeah, that's my face. My face. That was only 6 minutes. Oh, yeah.
Doing the crime.
All right, so it feels just like yesterday that I was at my first Gottlieb meeting, feeling confused by 5 guys were standing on one side of the table and I was the only one on the other side. 2 years later, and I was Gadol of Gottlieb, having record membership and attendance at our meetings. A year later, and I'm Gadol of CVR, standing here or sitting here alongside of you, giving my life. It's been a crazy ride, and frankly, best 4 years of my life. I didn't prepare too much. Well, now I kind of did, but like this was written this morning at 9:30 a.m. in my marketing class, part of it. I just didn't want to do my work. I remember it was summer of 2019, and the idea of joining BYO was first introduced to me. I always knew what it was like, my mom being an advisor, my dad being a regional director when I was little. I was that one little toddler running around the convention trying to stick my nose into everything. My parents asked me if I wanted to become a member, and I kind of gave off the like, I don't know, maybe vibe. They said they weren't gonna force me, they knew I would like it. After giving it some thought, and everybody welcomed me, and I felt a sense of comfort. Going to my first convention was Claw 2020, and I had the time of my life. Once we had good and welfare, I really knew this is where I wanted to be. I love listening to fellow guys in my chapter, like Nathan and Brandon, and I was like, wow, I really, really trust these guys, and it was just crazy. I was like, I knew they could trust us. Or I knew that they can trust me too. I couldn't have done it without some of the amazing people who helped me along the way. So for my past, my life goes to Nathan Zakem. Couldn't have done it without you, bro. Always bothering me to come to meetings really worked out. You always told me to take the big jump and motivated me to take on bigger roles in this organization and in life. I can't thank you enough, and I owe you my life. Noah Samuel Marcus, absolutely love you. You were the best Gadol during my year at Sagan and inspired me so much. I still remember the time during chapter inductions that you kept me in the dark room and made me the last one to get inducted. So I kept clicking my car alarm on my keys, and you took my keys from me and held them over the fire when I was getting inducted. Also, not to mention, when you told me you wanted to take charge for one specific meeting, and I was like, are you sure? And he's like, yeah, I want to do Rodney Dangerfield night. And like, not many people know who that was. So we did a Rodney Dangerfield night, and he was the only one laughing. And everybody was laughing at him. But it was a fun night. Brandon Travisano. I only got to spend 1 year with you, but you were a great friend and great leader. Evan Smith, Justin Krebs, Harrison Broad, Nick Matalope. I remember my first convention, I was taking the induction test, and I was like stressing because I didn't know a lot of the questions. There were questions like, Josh's like favorite pastime, and like I really didn't know Josh too well. He kicked me out of the room, and I didn't even do anything, and I was like on the verge of tears, and he walked me. He was like, you're leaving.
And then he opened the door of the inductions room, shoved me in there, and then there was like a bunch of people with candles, and I was like, wow, this is a cult. Yeah. Marcus, man, I love you, bro. We got really close last year and we still talk multiple times throughout the week. I can't wait to see you in the summer. And thank God you dyed your hair back. Avi Gordon, Jake Schumer, Dan Moser, Ethan Durnell, Jacob Levy, Zach Katay, Ruthie Price, Mira Goldstein, Charlie Schwartz, Olivia Feldman, Isabel Griffith, great friend of mine. Abe Friedland, Austin Friedman, Jared Weiland. I guess now I'll move on to the present. I'm gonna start with our board, these amazing people sitting alongside me. Sam. Holy shit. I remember the first day we met, CLTC Connect 2020. I'd signed up for the CLTC Connect thing and didn't really know what it was. My mom brought me to the address in Norwalk and I was first introduced to the mile-long driveway. Little did I know I'd be driving up and down it about 100,000 more times. We started to become good friends that week, and shortly after, he became my best friend in CVR. When we were both elected as presidents of CVR, I couldn't have been more excited. I knew we would accomplish great things together. Although we sometimes disagree and argue and have different ways of getting things done, you are the best co I could ever ask for. Thank you for being my best friend and having my back and staying alongside me no matter what. Love you, Prizzy. Nina, you're amazing. I love your joyful spirit, and you've been a great friend to me since freshman year. Talia, Mitt Mommy. I've enjoyed getting to know you this past year, and you've been an amazing friend to me. And if you recall, a couple months ago, I was a little mad at you over something that was very stupid. And you would keep bugging me, and you're like, are you okay? And you were so sad, and it really broke my heart. And I was like, I can't be mad at her anymore. So we made up. Bennett, my Norwegian friend. Thank you for the laughs and the interesting humor. But I love you, bro. Even though I'm sorry for keeping you up that night with Zach and Logan. I mean, it was only 11 o'clock, but you needed your beauty sleep. Marnie, you are a ray of sunshine, like everybody else said. You always brighten up the room. I've really enjoyed getting close to you this past year, and I hope to see you in Schenectady. And please tell your mom I said hi. Sophie, you're awesome. I love being so close with you the past couple of years, and thanks for always sitting next to me on the bus rides home from convention. Maya, I really did not think you liked me at first, but whatever. We started off not so close, but quickly we grew close on board. You've done an excellent job this year, and I can't thank you enough. Alexis, where do I start? I don't even know, but thanks for being the most interesting board member in person I've ever met. Also, I'm taking full credit for you being on regional board because we were in a Dear Golly meeting, sitting at a table, and I said to you as a joke, I think you should run for regional board. She didn't think it was a joke. That's where we are. I love you guys. You guys are the best. Off to my Gottlieb seniors, Leo Katz, to many more audio messages. I've known you for years. We've been through a lot together, and I appreciate our friendship. It's been awesome. Ross Fine, Ari Sudokov, our Saturday night journeys together have been fun. Just some other CVR people. Will Herkus, who unfortunately is not here right now, Anna Herbst, Mel Siegel, and HMS, power duo right there. Jenna Cohen, Shelby Bernstein, Sydney Flock, Spencer Haynes, Gabe Costin, and Elliot Steinberg. Friends, I have some friends from CLTC, Josh Schwartz, great friend of mine, some ILSI friends, Cooper Kirshner, Neve Darcy, Josh Formaggio, Gabe Gabb, Brad Siegel, Charlie Posens, Jack Ellis, Avi Cohen, Uri Harrell, Avi Gordetsky, Maya Schlanger, Talia Levine, Adam Degani, The Gag, Levi Fox, Cyrus Bernstein, Hutton Smith, Eli Gordon, and some of my friends from the executive body around the order, Sam Pollock, Gavin Brown, Max Rubenstein, TJ Katz, Evan Brod, Aaron Yerman. Actually, me and Yerman were taking part in that, what do you want to call it, that 2 a.m. party at I see all the boys were running around the floor. Sorry about that. Holden Harris, Michael Margolis, Ryan Fontaine, Ryan Schwartz, Lana Rubenstein, Katie Footlick, and Sydney Shanker. Shout out to PWR, Leah Elka. I'm really glad I met you. Jacob Wissett, he was PWR's past Moray. He's my future roommate at JMU. Go Dukes. Now on to the future. Logan, Aiden, I love you. You've been my right-hand man for 2 years now, and I know you've gone to do great things in BYO and wherever the world takes you. Jonah, you came on board midway through the year and did an excellent job. You became a great friend of mine. I really enjoyed going to the Yankee game with you and Zach, and when we were on the train with all those interesting people. Zachary Price, I absolutely love you. It's seriously hard to believe we met only a year ago. I feel like I've known you my whole life. We have so many memories together, such as Yankee games and our Long Island journey. You know. So happy with how close we became over the past year, and I can't wait to see what you accomplished on Ivor. Houston, brother. Then for Gottlieb boys, Eli Hayden, I also love you. I can't wait to see what you accomplish. You're gonna do a great job on board next year. Eli and Logan, I took you guys under my wing. Now you're two of the biggest names in this region. I'm so proud of you boys. Some other Gottlieb boys of the future: Ryan Brenner, Jacob Zip, Bryce Jordan, Matt Danter, Ethan Meltzer, what character? Jacob Becker, another character. Alex Ritzuli, Jared Haynes, Jack Kerr, Josh Brandt, Nate Thomas, Asher Feldman. Even though I had to yell at you quite a few times, I still love you. Sasha Kerr, Evan Zaka, Mason Katz, Mitchell Haynes, y'all the future of this chapter. Can't wait to see what great things you accomplish in and outside of BYO. Some other CVR presidents that are for the future: Lily Bowman, Jenna Barr, Emerson K. You guys are great. Sawyer Price, I couldn't be happier with the choice to fill my shoes. You're gonna do great things and be the second best adult CVR I've ever been. Eli Schwartz, Leah Vidal, Jessica LT, Eli Ratner, Joe Capel, Miles Appleby, Kobe Citron, Jason Prisbisky, Amelia Fly Chandler, Ava Tringali, Audrey Bowman, Ali Marcus, Bina Filzov, some CLTC boys, Max Lapidus, who was just elected as the rag of Delta, Max Peck, Max Vasquez, Cooper Hansen, Tad Lambert, Josh Danziger, Nate Newstat, just elected as PWR's goal as well. Hunter Hale, Steph Montrose, Lexi Gold, also members of PWR's board. I have my advisor, well, almost lastly, past, present, future, Scott Smith and Max Tracton. Even though you two are Red Sox fan, you've been the best advisors I could ever ask for. You've always stayed alongside of me and supported me in all my endeavors, and I thank you so much for that. David Weinstein, my bad. But we've run close this year, and you've been a great addition to the CVR community. I love you. The one and only Josh Cohen. I remember my first convention, Fallout 2020. Every time I turned around and saw you, my heart would start beating a little bit faster. I don't know if that's because I was like getting into trouble or if I was just genuinely scared of you. Soon later, I realized that although you look scary on the outside, there's just a big teddy bear on the inside. We've had our moments, but I really can't thank you enough for all you've done. You've been working. You have been the best regional director, and I've enjoyed working alongside you throughout my time in BYO. I'd also like to mention real quick, when I was at IC Baltimore 2020, many of you guys heard the story, but I'm not sure, some of you haven't. I was in my room, my roommates were playing really loud music, and like, I was telling them to quiet down, but they didn't. And all of a sudden I heard like banging on the door, and I was like, fine. So I hop out of bed in my boxers, open the door, and there's Josh Cohen standing there. I almost crapped my bed. But I made my roommates apologize, and everything turned out to be cool. The last thing I want to mention is my parents. I owe you my past, my present, and my future. I owe you guys my life. You support me in everything, and I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for you guys. Signing off, fraternally submitted, an undying love and dedication to Gottlieb AZA number 2196, CVR number 17, 63rd Regional Board, to many, many memories, the Grand Order of the Olive Sadi Golf, and the International Order of BYO. I forever remain Olive Ari Benjamin Schultz.
By the power vested in me by BBYO, I hereby grant you lifetime membership into the Grand Order of the Olive Sadi Golf. All right, bunker down.
All right, I'm gonna do my best to get through this in a way where you'll actually be able to understand all the words coming out of my mouth. Because I've been told in the past, sometimes when I talk too fast, it sounds like I might die. But anyway, all right. For me, BBYO is. These words are common in all areas of my life. When I explain BBYO to my school friends, BBYO is my chance to hang out with the Jewish people and meet really great celebrities that I see. It's also all I talk about and seem to do in school, because who does schoolwork when there's BBYO to be done? For me, BBYO is Google Forms and flights to Dallas, drop a paperclip if, and other teens finally understanding why my religion and culture means so much to me. When I explain BBYO while I'm on a summer program, it's my chance to meet people from all over the world, escape my town, and spend the summer with people I can instantly connect with. BBYO saved me from a really messy summer camp experience,
and showed me what camp could really look like and how special it should be. For me, BBYO is climbing Masada in the midnight hikes, nights around the Perlman tree and group meetings with Green Pod from Dorm 6, all-night FaceTimes to make up for the international friends' time differences when I can finally understand the people that are worth ruining my sleep schedule for. When I explain BBYO to my family, it's my chance to participate in leadership and community service, to connect with my Judaism and my community, and helping to shape the future of the Jewish people by running this region. For me, BBYO is Mitmom and Nasia, starting a chapter, running a convention, and stressing, hoping that everybody loves it just as much as I do, texting members and counterparts back so fast that it scares them. When I explain BBYO to other people in BBYO though, that one I don't have to explain. It's a shared look during Havdalah, a tight squeeze. Late nights that I wish were longer in the boardroom, screaming beer caught at the top of my lungs and knowing that not everybody knows the words. Watching my best friends lead programs and run their chapters, run for board. Singing Magnificence and Lean on Me, knowing that it's AZA, BBG, BBYO, and crying as the buses leave at the end of this weekend, knowing it's our last time here together. I've had 5 minutes to make memories here, and I don't know how to condense them into just 10 minutes, but I'm gonna do my best, so just bear with me. My first year in BBYO, Lydia Klein and Jen Krasansky showed up at my temple and offered me a free sweatshirt if I signed up for membership right then. I had no clue what I was getting into other than throwing a few paper airplanes into a weird box in the middle of the room. But I was getting into it with all of my friends and I really wanted the free merch. I dedicate my pass tonight to Sydney Molliver, not only for building Chelco with me, but for sticking it through to the end. How was I supposed to know that one moment would be the start with my everything buddy and my biggest role model? My surprise we're not guys partner, spilling cakes at the beach, and silly Sid with her silly injuries. I miss you so much. Thank you for being my big sister. My second year in BBYO, who knew that CVR existed outside of Norwalk? As Sydney and I excitedly took on our first convention together, BBYO really set itself as the best thing going on in my life. Noah Samuel Marcus, Nathan Zakum, Sam Haas, Jenna Zamkov, and all of Gottlieb and SDA. I don't know how I got the best first group of regional friends, but I knew after meeting you all that I had to come back again and again. Sarah Milner, I will never forget the moment that you came up to me Sunday of convention and told me how amazing I was in building Chelco and how you thought I and some random kid named Ari Schultz would one day be presidents together. Then COVID hit right before my first spring convention. I signed up for a CLTC Connect to make up for it for my summer not at camp. And in my backyard, we had an amazing summer. Arts and crafts later that summer at Carly Fine's, and lastly, guitar lessons at Molly Herz's house with the one and only Jesse Cole. I was officially hooked. I couldn't get enough of the people and the programs. Year 3, I started my podcast with Sydney. I steered conventions and coordinated. I was just a BBYO powerhouse. I wanted to do it all. I'm dedicating my past and my sophomore year to Nick Matalow, Dara Sadinsky, and Ellie Carter for keeping me around when you found out way too many months in that I wasn't a senior. I was just a sophomore. And for being the big kids who I thought I was so cool for getting to hang out with on the weekends. Leora Coleman, meeting you and so many other people at Virtual IC was the best part of my year. I loved you from here to Baltimore and all the way to South Africa. Then I ran for regional Mitmom, and I've never been more excited about anything in my life. I spent that summer at ILTC, my newest home away from home. I don't remember what or who convinced me to go, but I remember my first day wearing a tennis skirt for the first time in my life, and I was so self-conscious that I was afraid to step out of my room. But before I could even reach the porch, I was showered with compliments, and I knew the people there would become my forever family. I dedicate my Perlman pass to Hannah Marmer, Austin Raven, Maya Zalachinsky, Levi Fox, Avi Gordetsky, Ruthie Price, Jared Weiland, Dylan Wolner, Ben Glick, Ali Licardi, Zoe Green, and all of the Green Pod. I love you all. Jonas, you are the strongest mentor I've ever had. Your hugs and daily words of wisdom never failed to brighten my summer. Year 4, the 62nd Regional Board. JC's hardest workers and my junior year family. I know we drove each other all insane, but I loved being Mitmom for you guys, especially now that I can finally pronounce Amtha Haverot. Evan Goldblum, I know you came in halfway through the year, but I'm so glad that you did. Thank you for coming thrifting with Jeremy Young and me constantly, for dancing always, and always giving the best hugs when I'm stressing about separates at 9 p.m. Molly Hers, my friend since diapers. Thank you for loving BBYO as much as I do and showing me what it means to care so much about other people. You are one of the most genuine people on this planet, and I'm so glad to get to call you my friend. I can't wait to be part of our own Sexy Six when we're old and weird like our parents. Julia Stillman, my favorite cuddle buddy, the best back scratchies and a personal hype man. Israel was so much fun for you with me. Fun with you, and I'm so glad we convinced you to get on that plane. Mira and Marcus, my throuple and best friends of my junior year. Mira, thank you for living your fair-filled weekend lifestyle with me, giving me choking hugs and always being ready for an adventure. I miss you so much. Marcus, I miss you and your ability to go with the flow and how much love you have for all of the people in your life. Thank you for forcing me to stay in touch with you, and I can't wait to see you when you come home. Now we're in year 5, my senior year, my last chance to leave my mark, to celebrate with all of you. I dedicate my present to Mia Phillips for being the best ILTC bunk buddy and going along with all of our arguments till one of us breaks laughing. To Cooper Kirshner for being my best friend internationally and one of the only people that I can talk to about anything and know that nobody would ever say a word. Josh Rajanov for helping me write my AIMCLAS speech and being my first international friend, climbing Masada to the top with me and not letting me get in trouble for hugging you at ILTC even with the COVID protocols. Elise Schwartz and Lulu Kaplan for being my best friends from execs and IC. Caleb Becker Schwartz for stargazing with me for way too many hours, following me around IC and keeping me humbled and grounded because we both know who the real genius is. To my parents for spending the money to let me do everything in my BBYO dreams, for not getting too annoyed with the endless calls and work, and for driving me to every meeting and event, no matter the distance. All of my presidents this year, Hannah, Mel, Shelby, Will, Ariel, Allie, Sydney, I love you so much and endlessly, and you guys have worked so hard this year. I promise it doesn't go unnoticed. You've made my senior year so amazing, and I couldn't have asked for a better team to work with. Ariel, you've been my ride or die since elementary school. Thank you for sticking with me in BBYO and being the last of our original group left. I trust you with my life and owe you so much of who I am to your constant support. I wish you were coming with me to Brandeis. Nicole, Annie, and Sydney, thank you for staying up all night long hearing God knows what from Sadie Kriegler and being passionate with me during winter Kala, even when it meant looking for a banana for 2 hours in the middle of the night. And now, for my 63rd regional board, my family and the people who drive me crazy and I love endlessly. Alexis, I don't know how to explain our relationship, and even though you constantly make me question my insanity and whether or not I'm doing this for the right reasons, you truly pour everything into this region. I know I make fun of you a lot for not being here for as long as the rest of us, but I promise you your time here hasn't gone unnoticed. Nina and babe Sophie, my 62nd to 63rd sisters. Nina, your passion for this region doesn't go unnoticed, and I'm so incredibly jealous of your fashion sense. I wish I had half the style you did. Sophie, you have the warmest heart and are so incredibly smart. I'll fangirl over Harry Potter with you any day. Just make sure to call me. Bennett, hi. You are the funniest person I've ever met. I'm so glad I've gotten to know you, your bakery, your witty little life, and your hot takes of the year. Never change, and please keep me updated when you make your Broadway debut as a not theater kid, hopefully in Beetlejuice. Maya's working. All my homies hate Maya. Please never get tired of FaceTiming me and cuddles. My favorite gossip queen and shorty with an attitude and craving for Taco Bell. I don't know what this year would have been if I wasn't so afraid of you running for Nasita. Your smiling genuinely lights up this whole region, and I'm so proud of the confidence you've grown this year. There is literally nobody else I could tolerate making fun of me for as much as you do, except maybe your mom. Marnie Bronze. BBYO. What the heck? How have we come this far? I'm so glad I found someone who has the passion for elections that is bigger than mine, who owns a closet of my dreams and makes the best sushi and playlists, and has the most genuine and nurturing heart I've ever met. Marn Dog, there's not a single bad bone in your body unless you count the one that helped you to memorize all of Cupcake and, well, you know, keep singing loudly, looking through Spotify for eternity to find the perfect song, and just being the sunshine on my cloudy days. Talia Klein, TT Klein, my forever best friend. I don't know where you plummeted and crashed from, but holy moly, you are the best in everything. The life of the party at all times, my biggest fan and my #1 supporter. You are truly the best person to walk into my life, and I can't imagine making it through these last 2 years without you. And finally, that random kid from CLTC Connect who was afraid of the bear in my backyard. To my B'nai Mitzvah twin and my other Ari, I know you can drive you insane, but trust me when I say that there is nobody else I would have rather had by my side this year. Thank you for following me into oblivion and trusting me when my plans make no sense. Thank you for driving all the way to Norwalk for me constantly and being at my side at the drop of my hat. You are my brother and my best friend, and I owe you more than the world. I love you. I know I'm running out of time, but I can't end without dedicating my future to the 64th Regional Board. You are all set for such amazing things, and I can't wait to watch you thrive. Audrey Bowman, you're incredible, and I'm calling it now. You will be bigger than you'll ever imagine. I promise I like you. Zachary Price, I'm gonna miss your swag and making fun of my corny jokes. Be as amazing as in international mores I know you can be, and keep me updated on your life. Don't be a stranger. Jenna Barr, you remind me of me when I first joined BBYO. Please stay involved and don't give up on your chapter. You've done so well. Eli Ratner, the ultimate party man. You're amazing and you know it. You're the only person I know who can control your boys, so please don't leave them. Logan Hayden, your leg days scare me and I still think you're too short. You're too short to be real, but I love you anyway, and know that whatever senior year takes you, that you will be great. Atara Lowenberg, Ava Tringali, and Campbell, Leota. I love you guys. Chelko, there is so much in store for all of you in your coming years. Ari, you're gonna do so much. Thank you for giving BBYO a chance. Ashlyn and Cece, I can't wait to see what's in store for you. Jason, I love you so much. And I'm so glad you're in BBYO. Keep making friends here and don't take the short time that you have for granted. I'm proud of you and everything you do. Lastly, Amelia and Lily, 1,000 minutes wouldn't be enough time to tell you the love that I have for you. But Amelia, I am so proud of you. Keep following your own path, being the leader you are, and making fun of me whenever you have a chance. Take care of that mitt mom for bag for me. It's really on its last legs. Lily, Eden Bowman, you will be an amazing Nasia. Take in every moment and don't let it go by too quickly. Stop being afraid to drive and come see me more. Every weekend just isn't enough. Thank you for truly keeping me on my toes and going along with everything we do. Pie bowls, pottery, which will never actually happen. Late nights and schnookums. Sweet dreams, Lily. My time may be ending here, but you were just getting started. Lastly, I just want to take a moment to say thank you to both Josh and David for being my biggest supporters this year. David, you haven't been around long, but you're one of my favorite people to talk to. You're a complete old soul and your driving scares me. Thank you for taking the time to get to know me in this region. Your hard work doesn't go unnoticed and we all appreciate everything that you've done for us. Josh, I have to admit that sometimes I'm still afraid of you, but it's only because I look up to you so much and I just want you to be proud of the work that I'm doing. Aside from you laughing at how sentimental I get over things, you've taught me so much both in and out of this organization, and I truly believe that I'm a better leader in person because of you and your guidance. You're one of the things that I'm going to miss most about this place, so please let me come back when you're still running this place in a few years. CVR really wouldn't be CVR without you in it. I'm so grateful that I got the chance to work and grow with you over these last few years. If you're lucky, you'll find a home sometime in your life. I hit the jackpot 5 years ago when I first joined this organization. For me, BBYO is somehow doing it all in these 5 years. 25 regional events, 11 international events, and countless chapter ones. For me, BBYO is dedicating my past, present, and future to all of you. BBYO is my everything. Submitted with undying love and dedication for Surprise We're Not Guys, Keeping My Friends Close, Foodies, Mem Weekend, SOS, Schenectady, Lollipop Moments, The Recipe for Success, Lador Bador, my 63rd Mommies and Daddies, My President's Network, Logistics, CLTC Connect, ILTC, ILSI, Execs, IC, the 62nd Regional Board and the 63rd Regional Board, Chelsea J. Cohen, BBYO number 501, and CVR 17. I forever remain, for one final weekend, Samantha Emma Brzezinski, your damn proud 63rd Regional Nasia, and damn proud BBG.
By the power vested in me by BBYO, I hereby grant you lifetime membership into the International Order of the Name Girl.
All right, so I'm late, so I'll keep it quick. All right, my brother and sister, my brother and sister did BBYO 7 and 10 years ago, respectively. So it was always like something I was gonna do, but I just didn't really know when. So one day in freshman year, my dad dragged me into a Gottlieb meeting, where I met Noah Marcus, Nathan Zakem, and a very young Ari Schultz. I fell in love with BBYO quickly, running for board the next year and the year after that. Unfortunately, after my first year, my 10 years weren't always so successful, as many will tell you. That being said, this experience was a positive light through the stagnancy of COVID. By going insane over in the Navy and sending horrible remind texts, I connected with Ari Schultz, Evan Smith, Eli, and Logan Hayden, Bryce Yurden, and Matthew Danter. And of course, I became closer than ever with my longtime childhood friend, Ari Sudokov, who has always stood by me. BBYO has given much to me, and while nowadays my appearances are rarer than a Loch Ness Monster sighting, it doesn't mean that I love BBYO any less. Fraternally submitted with an undying love and dedication to Gottlieb number 2196 and CVR number 17 and the International Order of the AZA, I forever remain Ross Fine, damn proud of all of it. Thought he was gonna be quick.
By the power vested in me by BBYO, I hereby grant you lifetime membership into the Grand Order of the Allison Mitch.
Oh. Rarer than a sighting of a Loch Ness monster.